'cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. 'Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. 'Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, 'cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, 'cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer.
What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. 'Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. 'Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. 'Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb.
'Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a feeling. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give it up. Don't be scared. I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad. Cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad. I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give it up. Don't be scared.
Dobrý den, dobrý večer. Přeju krásný večer, blázní, čus, vítám vás na CZSK Valorant Champions Watch Party, to je jasný, jak to jde, blázni. První zápas actually celkem napínavý nakonec, podle toho, jak vypadala první mapa, tak jsem si to bude rychlovka, že Liquid už kámo jsou totál umytý, ale... Evropa je back. Come on, pojďme se podívat na intro k dnešnímu dni. Sorry, dneska jsem se potřeboval dát trochu reset. Protože poslední týden streamu 12 hodin denně a není to úplně lidský režim, zdravý režim. A ještě kámo replay systém, vyšel jsem včera, strávil další 2 hodiny v replay systému, takže tak 14 hodin v jsem tady seděl včera, takže jsem nechtěl riskovat, že mi dneska bude zle. Takže jsem zpátky teraz. No, tady rozhovor ještě skipnu, pojďme se podívat na to intro. Každopádně všichni vás tady zdravím, 2 minuty 43. Come on, fellas. Kurva, co to je? Kurva, co to je? Pardon. Ale mohlo by to tady fungovat normálně. Tak. Všichni vás tady zdravím. Čau Tapíku, čau Bejty, čau Martin Byron. Čau Straky, čau Kubík. Čau, já jsem jakoby koukal, by ten první zápas, či minimálně tu poslední mapu jsem koukal celou, ale jenom jsem to nestreamoval, už jsem tady jenom se připravoval na vás. Čau Nox, čau jako Frozo, dobrou noc, když tak, čau Ink, čau Patago, sos, čau Duška, čau Fejsky. Čau Mňoukálek, čau Eringe, čau Max, čau Jurenes, tak, že nás tady zdravím. Pojďme si pustit dnešní intro. Kdo nás čeká teď? Třeba Aluze prohráli, ne celkem. Imagine, že jsem tady z jeho domů, jakoby dneska. Jeden z nejlepších týmů, co tady je, chat?
Playing with top teams in the world is a big pressure. We are underdogs, but we need to prove it. It will be tough, it will be hard. At least finally we come here with the full roster.
We have played XLG twice already and we've beat them both times. However, they definitely had some underlying circumstances playing with 2 subs in both of the games. So now we're finally going to fight against their true strength. And this is a team that has won the China region, so it's going to be a very tough game.
So I just want to win Sentinels because I want to show I'm not a bot who come here just for fun. I want to show the results, what I'm playing for 1 year in VCT.
I'm not a bot.
Well, XLG, you know, 3rd time's the charm, but unfortunately it's just not true for you guys, so good luck out there.
A tady intro k zápasu, který se stal teďko.
Kicku is all that stands in their way. EMEA's #1 has fallen at the hands.
Jako nad jsem viděl statistiky, že to co dal za zápas nad.
Excitement, adrenaline, just being on the stage. I think we need more confidence.
Plus 20
the effort we're putting in.
我们来冠军赛之前还是有比较多的起伏的，所以我们很珍惜这次机会，然后想把每一场比赛打得更好。
We watched EDG's game. They're looking very good. I think they're going to be very hungry to win. They're fighting to defend their title. They're fighting for their tournament life.
哦，我们这
Kankan prostě na cestě, vole, na letiště. Takhle to koukáte.
是以挑战者的心态来面对比赛的，因为我们换了阵容、换了打法、换了人，所以我们会想着一步一个脚印去赢下每一场比赛。
Step by step.
Because the past 2 tournaments,
The ultimate commiserations to Team Liquid.
we've kind of been on the edge of getting out the groups. We kind of fell short on both occasions. It's sad but also motivating. Makes us hungry to actually show how good we are.
他们是一个很强大的对手，我们也很尊敬他们。我相信一定是一个十分激烈的比赛。
To EDG, we'll be fighting to the very end, and I hope you guys will too.
Čauko David. Tak, akorát všechno tip top.
So I think there are areas
And I don't
think
think
that's
necessarily a map they have to like write off completely. I think that was also a huge step up from Giant X as a whole. In something that SEN will definitely look at before they head into this match.
Well, my
už to je official. 16. října jedu dokonce do Německa. 16. října už. Takže jako potřebuji zařídit jakoby všechno, aby bylo tip top. Rád bych jel dál pořád daily streamy z Německa.
He was doing well before today. I mean, he went for EDG, and missed a couple of preds in terms of the official broadcast. But listen, he's doing.
Který myslí Ruška na bindu? Myslím, že mi nepadl bind kam ani jednou.
We will see. We will see. Well, the history.
Ale vymrdal jsem strašně s rankedama včera ještě nakonec. To je strašný rollercoaster ty rankedy, kámo.
Let's send it down to the stage and find out.
Come on, Sentinels! She Lie Gaming. No to vypadá jak když jdeš s kámošema na výtvarku, vole. Ale chat, vymyslel jsem novej, nebo ne vymyslel, jako vymyslel, ale chápeš, není to nic generation, ale uděláme nový segment streamu, Ty streamy budou probíhat tak, kámo. Z začátku streamu budu chtít nahantit co nejlepší hry a všechno. A budeme mít to třeba 7 her hrát 5 her. A ke konci půjdeme do replaye chat a vymačkám z toho replay modu úplně maximum, protože já prostě hraju s T-Red na hráčem nebo s týpkama. Včera jsem hrál prostě proti Desire Vedlovi, co hrál Sovu, kámo. Týpek hraje Ascension a je Sova main. Má kámo 80% win rate, prostě úplně generational staty. Teď jsem si ho dělal od review, že jo, po streamu, akorát jsem dělal off stream, protože už byly 3 ráno. Ale... dal bych to hodně na streamu, abyste to měli něco vy. Možná bych to dával i na YouTube, kámo. Když říkám, to je content, tak svině. Já už jsem se naučil ovládat ten replay systém, takže já dokážu, kámo, insta ten line-up, vole, followovat, ukrást, aplikovat a tak dále. Úplně by to byl dobrý content i na YouTube. Prostě od reviews, chat, no má od reviews začím dělat. Díky tomu replay systému to bude actually záživný i pro mě. Než to dělat z nějakého videa, to je úplně něco jiného, kámo. Mám prostě celou hru POVčka, toho týpka, celou hru. Už mám Crashise, Sayonaru, Vedla, BCFRosého, kámo. Takže pokud dneska potkáme někoho dobrýho proti sobě, no už dát review i na sebe, jakoby na svoje line-upy, jestli padají tam, kam padají a chápeš, mohl bych je trochu upravit. Ta funkce je actually goated, kámo, pokud tryhardíš Valorant. Jo, Pixel. No nic, jdem na to, bejci. Polně se usaďte, nahoňte se. Prosím? Prosím? Ke kompu. Nažeňte lidi, jsem myslel. A jedem. Zase vypadá fresh dneska. Mám zaplý klipy. Viděl jsem, že map pool dobrý. Come on. Hej na Talkis. 2,1% nos. Neděl bych se klidně 2-0, ale ty Číňani můžou jenom překvapit, kámo. Čau Šimon, čau Urza, CZ. Urza, CZ. Ročník 87. Něco takového. Pardon, Vity. Nebylo to Urza CZ? To je crazy, kámo. Měl jsem to třetí od spoda, třetí od spoda. Kalkulačce, no nic, dneska jebat politiku. Čau, fakt Valos. Vivík na Sově. John Cutie, oj. Čo je dnes? John Cutie Sova, ježiši, krše, to mi dělá věci. The double duelist look for XLG, as you were saying, Yitsu, does make more sense, but no one doesn't normally play the Jet for them. No. I mean, again, no, it comes down to Rarga and Noman whether or not they can just hit shots, I think. A lot of this on defense side is going to be them posted up on aggressive angles. Can they grab a Sentinels player and back off? Protože všichni, kámo, Giants X kartičku. Čím na tom je všichni Giants kartičku, proč? My na tom jako to X, uprostřed mi se líbí to X a oni nemají vlastní kartičky, možná for ty XLG, je to možný? Mají, ne, už. Vím, že ty Číňani to dostali až později. Nebo to nemá ještě? ADG mají, že jo? Hlasování na YouTube, jak se to dělá? Klidně udělám hlasování na YouTube. Jak se to dělá? Ukáž tady plusko v chatu. Oslovte publikum. Zahájit průzkum. Kdo vyhraje? No takhle. Kdo jede domů? Ne. Kdo vyhraje Bejč 3 a sleční? Ukáž Sentinels. XLG. Zahájit anketu. Ukáž, bude to nad chatem, no kde je ta anketa? Come on. Teď učím nový věci, kámo. A nevidím tam, kdo hlasoval pro co, ne? A spustili jako nějaký shot call, ale nevím, jak to ovládá ten shot call. Čau, Vítek. No nic, vítám vás tady na YouTube streamu, možná i na YouTube videjku. Jsem se kousl, to je paráda. Sentinels versus XLG. Kdo vyhraje, pokračuje, kdo spadne, teda kdo prohraje, jede domů, jede na letiště. Doslova, protože to je v Paříži. A jsou to Číňani a Amici, takže no. Oj, co tam bylo za reveal? Hned klipíček, já tady někam hodil reveal, kámo, ale cinkal. John Rostomilý. No man. Oni se blokovali? Počkej. Za jednou padá smoke. What? Tak to je crazy. A ten jak to zahrál špatně, ten kokos. On se doslova jmenuje Kokos. Jak to zahrál špatně. Aha, dost tak to jebu do pusinky. Tam nechci. Leonard, zakládáte Valorantu, má problém na YouTube. Už pojde, kamo. Už pojde, kámo. Neukázal mi reveal zpětně, no nevadí. Komu fandíš? Mimo tiketu za bará. Ne. Nemám tiket, kámo. Sentinels fandím. Jak si tělíčka, ne? Jak před poprvé fireoval tělíčka, ale to je prase. A takže není špatná strata. Ale to zabije týpka do tě. Tomu dá kill? Tomu dá kill Zelcisovi?
But again, I will be looking at the likes of Rarga here. Noman as well to an extent, but again, the words about Rarga leading into, I guess, the last couple of big games is waiting to see if he can ever get that form in that right place. Right?
Ten jeden mohl hrát doslova. Ta sova doslova to měla hrát.
Yes, I agree.
Very honest of him to be so about it.
Okay, kámo.
Elevating the expectations of everybody else, then there's probably only looking
line
from
up.
the outside going, oh yeah, he struggled, but to hear somebody really articulate themselves, yeah, pretty difficult viewing, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because again, talented man, just got to see it on a stage like this, right? So
ty kokos, John Cutie na své, ti to říkám furt.
It's well rounded here, and Delta is so close to that.
A reveal na zem takhle.
Very direct approach towards the A site. Zekken going to set the tempo.
Těm je lepší na zem hodit ten reveal jako, nebo to nebylo na zem, nebo možná tej píčovence nahoře, viď? Krademe, ale ne, že by to něco udělalo, ten reveal teda, ne, že by to něco udělalo. Tady vidíte, jak fungují rankedy, teda rankedy, line-upy na rankedu. Můžu hodit nejlepší dártísek. Se nedostanem flawless. Hele, moje podložka, kámo. Jsem si říkal, že mi tady chybí.
A well invested bonus, well handled by XLG here.
It didn't look threatening at all, really. There was very little fight back, but also again, if we're looking at Rarga,
kdo vyhraje Champions, Fnatic.
Zekken having a good game here. Want to see Narrate actually find a bit of that form that I've thoroughly enjoyed watching him during that regular season. Start to get more and more involved in. However,
get involved.
Yeah, Rarga very sharp on that.
Get involved, fella. Aby si pikli, by the way, týpci, co hrajou Omen Astra. Názor? Zový podložku nehrajou už dávno, kámo. To už nehrajou i z měsíců. Ta byla z těch 3, to jsem testoval za poslední dobu nejhorší, kámo. Pro můj playstyle. Uvidím, Adalbert. Kámo, Zekken je moc dobrý. Oh, ten smoke. To byl dobrý fake smoke. Oh, děláš na side, kámo. Jak hodnotíš nový bundle? Takový výplňkový bundle, neřekl bych, že to je nějaký klíčový bundle.
journey across the attacker spawn.
Moc mě nebere, kámo, jak to řeknu. Ale facky. Na to, jaký Bangoro je první prelude to Chaos, tak toto je mid. Vidíš to, Urza. On tom včera mini dropl 30 s tím Fantomem, no. Udělá zase zkoušeníčko, co je zkoušeníčko? Nepoužívám zase Fantomy, jen už jebu Fantom. Fantom mi kazí confidence do rankedu, protože to je něco jiného než pro play a strašně o dost víc tam je jakoby nějakých dry swingů od enemáků. A ještě když mají high ping, tak já mám šanci vystřelit jeden náboj, jeden jediný náboj mám šanci vystřelit. A pokud ten náboj ho neeliminuje, tak prostě skápu. Já potřebuji ještě vandal kvůli Turkům, ale... Vašek je pokný chlapec? Pokný? Koupil jsem nový prelude to Chaos Bundle 2000 kč. Tak kamarády, ty videa jsou přesně 2000 kč do mínusu. Tyhle ty videa jakoby se ever nevrátí, vole. To doufám jasný, vole.
Certainly the most vocal, but
yeah, this is a solid start for him. And has the ult ready. Rarga stands his ground. Brilliant on.
What? Nezabil ho ten zekken.
You got to be looking for the plant. What is left for XLG to play retake with? Spike planted.
Deploying paranoia here, but
já jsem si vytočil na automatech na ten bundle, když se dá říct za free. Je tak, basically, kámo, maty jsou nekonečný zdroj příjmu, no.
Posted forwards.
John QT did just get the dart back online as well, so can see a little bit deeper. But they're happy to leave zekken in these forward positions. And you might be able to see why. Went for an attempt on it, draws out the paranoia.
Tak pro content, Albert, jako pro sebe, vole, pro content. Ale za sebe, co dal Vivík? Co dal Vivík? Zekken má Cyrex nožík, myslím.
Perfect sightline towards Sentinel's passive hold here.
Show me that one again.
Yeah, unlucky really for zekken not to catch on the flash.
Pro vlastní užitek.
Potentially pushed a little deeper.
No jako musí se mi prostě líbit aspoň, ale chápeš.
He's isolated.
I mean, you've got a whole backline for a reason, right?
Kupuju to pro content, vole, a musí se mi to líbit, obojí prostě. To bylo disgusting. Yes, bro. Nožík. Ten Champions Karambit podle mě je nejlepší nožík in the game actually.
If that confidence builds, if Rarga comes online, if Viva's there, if we get no man, pop it into the equation, this gets a little bit more fun. Get out of my way.
Ale lidi mi teda na něj brblali a já, vole, to jakoby nechci číst to brblání, tak jsem si ho změnil. Tak jsem si dal včera ten Champions motýlek a je co v pohodě, se budu jako hrát pár dní. Ale jakoby nejlepší nožík in the game je určitě ten karambit, co má barvy podle regionu. Jaký kurunami věci? Však mám kurunami šerif nasazený furt. Čauko Lukáš, Sentinels Downfall? Až tak? 10% lidí dalo, že vyhrajou mastodonti.
I was going to say, Narrate's continuing, yeah.
I mean, we can see that he's got, I don't want to say a complete green carpet rolled out, but he's in a great position to punish the rotation. So zekken, taking away one on the side, will apply that pressure. They want to get over towards the right side of the map. And with Narrate doing this...
Co je tady cíl? Co to je cíl, kámo? YouTube mi tady doporučuje, ať nastavím nějaký cíl.
The paranoia potentially perfect too. Not sure if it caught, but he is now a problem. Narrate needs to be cleared.
Ale karate? Happy Way, vole, má bude piči karateho, a úplně.
How could you forget about Narrate?
And that whole time you see Sentinels kind of flip-flopping back and forth, whether or not they were going to play this out as a fake, but I think it's narrate to actually relay the information. Yeah, I'm good for at least.
By the way, oni oba týmy hrajou kamo double smoker, co to je?
Maybe not expecting.
Bez Sentinela.
Just Rarga left now, and you have to sit back and watch this one pan out in Sentinel's favor. Caught completely blindsided here.
Yeah.
Actually, one of those rounds that, well, in hindsight.
Ale to není o regionech vůbec, Lukáši. Valora není o regionech, kámo.
Again, for the defensive side, again, the mid pushes are never.
Každý region může porazit jiný region.
Certainly a tough call to make.
I do want to see how then Sentinels layer in their reaction too, right? It's like we're going to maybe expect there's going to be more presence towards middle in the next couple of rounds because there's been pressure there from us. Now they've been able to slip a player up. Do they start stacking more bodies? Do we then go into more direct sight hits? But again, as much as yes, Narrate did exceptionally well, and I want to highlight how well he did. If zekken didn't get that kill, he probably wouldn't have had them so worried about positioning.
Yeah, that's what sets Narrate in motion, for sure. Again, even Nomad's position there, obviously playing for a dash, but still, the dart to ping and no second player there to really make that position work for them.
Yeah.
The first domino to fall.
2 to 4. XLG gonna have to suffer through this round in a bit of a weak position financially, but hopefully they can find a bit of an answer, Mike.
Yeah, but looking to dip their toes potentially now with Nomad shifting across with Happyway. Viva now switching his position up ever so slightly, but inventory here, obviously, a consideration to make. Not Happyway can get anything done with the Guardian here.
Tak. A je to.
Spot Nomad early on.
Jestli vyhraje XLG na Baskat? Mám pro tebe lepší challenge, kámo. Když vyhraje XLG, tak dej Garga Melkat. Je foď na IG a označ mě. To jsou cíle.
Oh man, this is... there was a chance. It was really fine.
Jako oni mají oba dva týmy jakoby bez Sentinela a Astru, protože prostě hraješ Astru jako Sentinela na B, no.
I don't say standardized, but very methodical approach there. Yeah, very considered.
Yeah, very disciplined.
Yeah.
Berry za mě. Za mě jakoby nejpříjemnější je Vice, kámo. Asi. Jako ten Sentinel. Ta Vice jediná dokáže stopnout to Bčko sama, je přijde. Hraju Chaos Vandaly, ne? Celkem dost. Nejlepší skin, prostě, co vám povím. Rarga nic moc. Není tady Pablo, aby ho glazoval. Pablo je number 1 fanoušek Rargy. Už od 95.
Again, hard to prep for this because we haven't seen this map really. You know, you're working in the dark.
From a map pool perspective, there's always going to be that adjustment period allowed, but that's when actually it does become a little more concerning when you're talking about, you know, confidence issues and stuff and coming into question marks. So in that regard, big credit to Sentinels to get themselves.
Dneska mi vyskočilo, by the way, dneska mi vyskočilo můj věk podle toho vůpu, kámo, podle pásku. Big scraps shit, ale můžu to snížit, když se budu víc hejbat a trochu víc spát ještě. A hlavně, když se budu víc hejbat, prej. Je mi 24 a vůp mi ukazuje, že je mi 26,8. Jaj. Kokos.
What feels like impossible for them, but that's a discussion for another day altogether.
We're waffling now, but Operators back in play. We saw that before, but it got taken away on the extremity push from that A site when they wanted that deeper line. Now, does SEN go into a more standardized approach? After all of that mid-pressure, it feels like the right
reaction. Můj angle, tohle oblíbený.
Rarga trying to stand his ground.
Týpek to dojebal.
Has to dip away and respect this.
Big pace change coming out, actually.
A není špatný, kámo, na té mapě. Jako on to hraje prostě super agresivně toho mena, no.
Oh my god, they've just missed each other.
Polodualista. Fuj, Bank, kámo. Nedivil bych se, že Bank další season už nehrál, vole to. Sentinels. Mně přijde, že když má někdo slabou hru v těch Sentinels, tak je to Bank. Ty pičo, Zelsis. No málem ripnul.
XLG holding on with all the right answers.
That was nearly madness.
What? That flash had me worried.
I mean, what is this from Rarga?
What? Co to je za pích, kurva?
No worries.
Tak to je crazy.
Who do I kill?
Yeah. Okay, round back for XLG.
Just to note as well, that's a big win out versus Bang. Bang is such a crucial late
Bang.
to this set.
To Bang dojebal, no? Crucial fight for Bang, vole, je to tak.
And then with an operator getting a kill from the back lines, it makes that post plant so uncomfortable.
Okay, so a test towards B at a faster tempo. Looks like a test towards A. We noted before, it has been Happyway isolated here a couple of times, right? Solo hold almost. Viva's come over, playing from up top. Deep flash TP in. Viva gets involved, tries to find that little bit of a gap they found earlier on, playing in between the smokes there. This time Sen all too aware, allowing for the plant to come into play, and the final three players don't get much of a say about this. A very hard retake.
Yeah, it is. The Sentinels a man to the good. Well, they're barely clinging to life, but...
Still a gun in the round.
Yep. We'll see this...
4 měsíce čekáš na Primordium Vandal? Pak jeden nebudeš doma a padne ti tam. Come on! A Zelsis je ve formě dneska.
The timing's gone on this one. XLG. I thought this could be a nice building moment for them if they got two back-to-back. It's not going to be working out in this way.
Yeah. Another example, actually, something that the desk highlighted. Narrate willing to actually plug.
Všichni hrajou tu rákovsku, ale co chce mini. To je nejhranější nožík, podle mě, jako tier 1 hráčema rákovska. Co není rákovska, by the way, nevím, proč tomu tak říkám. To jsem nepochopil, kde se stala, že to je rákovska.
Closing in on the gap, making sure that space isn't as usable as it was early on. So very diligent adjustment. 6 rounds now to Sentinel's names. They've already got to be pretty happy with this. This is a good look from them.
3 roky na to čeká, to je kravina, kámo, že 3 roky mu to nepadlo, ne?
Not getting much with it.
Yeah, I mean, no man not finding much of anything, to be honest with you. With this investment now, you've got to make it work. And they're just so terrified of these two smokes in mid. Again, now Sentinels not even posting question mark on the map.
The conditioning's been fantastic, right?
Ještě dá kosa, vole, tomu říkám mini za chvíli rákoska.
XLG to be scared of it, and now they're going to these more directed sight hits, which are kind of theory crafted. This time though, oh no, not again. Oh dear, we've had...
Jak se jí tohle stane?
Had a little stumble, had a little trip. But don't worry, the 1-2 punch is still in play, and the flash is pretty solid too. Force them away, but then goes for the swing on the left. Look back towards the right, then up on top, it's Zelsis. Zekken gets to watch the round play out from afar. He's actually our free cameraman. It's No Man and Coconut, the last two alive.
On to nebyl, by the way, on dlouho nedržel ten mezerník, jim přišli, bo ho držela Insta. Ještě letí, kámo.
Not able to back away, but why do they need to? No Man, do you have something to say about this? 33 HP, prize possession in hand. The spike's down against you.
Yeah, regen doesn't make much of a difference.
Junky postavil paragraf, Junky by tě rozlámal, kámo, ale to jako se pozor.
It's not healthy enough to feel good about this. And a fine detail, sure, but Zekken may take it
Nocturnum side, to je ta rákoska? Ne, to je ta, vole, to je ta dvojitý nožík, ten se mi nelíbí moc. Je to cool idea, jak svině, že máš 2 nožíky v jednom, ale nepřijde mi zase tak dobrý.
For sure, yeah. I think again you're asking a difficult question of XLG, especially now that this round deficit. Maybe even feels better that you're not really under as much
pressure. Jak dlouho, kámo?
It's a long old fall.
My fan already died, and I jumped off the map.
Bad day for Zekken.
No fans.
Kokot. Prelude Fly je co, to je ten palcat? To je palcat? To točení tím palcatem mi přijde cool. Na ten wishlistu. Kámo. Pracovitá Bedy, co má ráda Valorant. No nic, čabeba. A pěkná sedačka v Berlíně pro mě, vole. Co, tak se kdybych se mě zeptal, co na wishlistu, ale tak jsem kámo odpověděl, ne, píči, jsem autentický streamer.
Bang and Zekken gone. They've lost out on one of the sides of the approach. Now the difference could be that Narrate slipped up here, right? This is not the first time he's done it. So it looks like there's an awareness from Rarga. The penny's dropped.
Yeah, the lack of pressure elsewhere does put XLG in a position to potentially deal with it. Right, not able to run rampant.
He's not alone this time now though. If he swings.
Když bude Bedy, já asi nevím, co to znamená, kamo, ale to vidím na TikToku, ty lidi používají, vole. Když prostě je tam pěkná typka, vole, decit. To je důležitý vylívat si srdíčko. To jsem neřekl zase. To zase nevím, kámo. Co to znamená? To nemůže klašnout BTV. Kecam! Ne, nekecam.
Great recovery in this round. Again, Rarga finding to stop any lurk setting in motion here, and Zekken. Yeah, check of the map, maybe just
30 seconds left.
Him off guard there.
Na mém wishlistu je, kámo, až pojedu do Berlína, takže si doopravdy zahraju tam v tom Berlíně. 16. chat. 16. už jsou, vole, bouknutý jízdenky. Bohužel ne letenky, protože Praha, Berlín, ale jízdenky. 16. Cestujeme. Ukáž, ten reveal padá nahoru, actually jsem si to myslel. Kdo vyhraje Champs? Fnatic.
And it's an early flood back in, and Diva's been rewarded. Zekken left alone, and Zelsa's can't save him. TP taken to try and commit on the flank, but while this happens, the massacre's gone down on the site. There's barely a body left standing for SEN. It's John QT.
5-7. Já si nevím, jestli je dobrá halofa nebo ne, protože ani jeden tým nemá sentinela. Nevím, jak fungují ty kompy pořádně, takže... Já mám taky 20% čum. Jinde tam hrajou dva lidi z těch XLG, hrajou 20% klávesku. Takže to může být docela praktický na lanku, no. A nemůžeš vypisovat hovna ani, to je jaký dobrý, kámo, nemůžeš vypisovat hovna lidem.
Just before the half, just to get themselves confident, feeling out the game a little bit more. So, playing along at home, we've got a little bit of a treat. We love a family interview here. And
někde viděl stoppingu? Takzvaně řekni mi, že nevíš nic o tom, jak fungují Valorant servery, nebo celkové servery, aniž bys mi řekl, že víš, že nevíš, jak fungují Valorant servery. Tomu je 10 milisekund ping, je rozdíl, je doslova, ping jsou milisekundy, doslova, kámo. Ti to ovlivňuje tvůj reaction time na věci, to je prostě mrtka. Čau, Abus. Ale nemají formičku, už temně, že lidi nemají rádi boustra, máš, však to je ikona Valorantu. Ale to je vždycky tak, kamo, love and hate, prostě když seš extrémně, vole, to, popin, tak automaticky musíš mít extrémně víc hejtrů jako ty, co jsou average. Aspoň nevím, kámo. Není to tak vždycky, ale spíš je to ten love-and-hate relationship, no. Vytváří love-and-hate relationship tím, jak je jakoby extravagantní, no. Který říká, že nestřílí, tak to je jakoby trendy to říkat.
So anywhere you go, don't you worry, food's amazing.
Try surf, right? What's your favorite thing actually?
Honestly, anything. All of the sorts as well.
Food enjoyer, thank you so much. Maria, donc dernière question. C'est pas la première fois qu'elle vient à Paris, elle est plutôt habituée. C'est quoi un petit peu tes conseils? Eh ben, essayez tout, la nourriture, visitez, voilà, faites-vous plaisir. Thank you so much, Maria, for joining me. And let's see now if XLG can come back on Abyss.
Well, at 7-5, it's not impossible. They gave themselves that little bit of room.
Absolutely. Again, initially pretty concerning with how things kicked off. As you see the Coinbase Econ report here.
Well, that girl's so cute.
The board. And I think what's crucial is that turning point where XLG, like I said, were a bit more aware and
Já přemýšlím tím boustrem. Používají na stage něco na zřátí rukou? Jo, mají tam ty pytlíčky. Nebo takový kovový... Kovovou fintičku, prostě takovou, taky dva panely elektronický, který se zahřívají, jsou nabitý, zapneš to, oni se nahřejou, podržíš to. A na tomhle eventu jsem to moc neviděl, tady na tom eventu mají hodně ty pytlíčky. Ty pytlíčky jsou prostě...
I guess this is where we get to check in on that. Now, does XLG have what it takes to exploit it? Let's find out. Already zekken offering out a whole lot of damage, and bang, gonna find Noman. Lovely work already.
Prostě pytlíčky, kamo.
It's the rate holding them
na utírání, na zahřátí.
On their side.
Didn't lose the spike either, so a chance to pivot away from this. Narrate the only one to really take damage, or left standing here at least. On Sentinels, Viva still planting the seed down, but he does have the spike, so you want to see him a little more.
Každopádně zpátky do hry.
Coconut was checking towards a potential flank.
Jaký potichu to mám, kurva.
They've got time to try and add a little bit of doubt or worry. But I like that Sentinels are getting curious and they're doing it together, right? They're wanting to reclear this space and in a very good time.
No way XLG are going to be anticipating this, and doesn't look like they're going to be picking
Oba umřou dozadu na tom midu. GG.
There is a very real opportunity of it.
Double záda.
So fast on this decision making. And that's what they were waiting
for.
But okay, it's fine.
Když ten narate, kámo. Nezná Patagoda, no, nezná Patagoda. Kdyby znal Patagoda, tak není šanci vystřelit rychle. Taký kokos.
I mean, the timing of what the one smoke dropping, actually they sit behind it. As soon as it's down, they're progressing through the map.
And Rarga and Happyway made it look pretty solid for a little while, right? Like they made that look competitive on the site. They've been left alone. Who knows? You might have had a little bit more play there.
Make it easy.
Make it easy.
Okay, well,
make it easy.
You've said it. You've said it.
Everything from now on, easy. All right, zekken.
Jak se vede? Po piči.
Quick.
Co u tebe?
Quick enough. Gonna have to back away from this. It's a little bit deeper on site, but it's an early show of force. Now we only have the Sheriff and Viva. That's about it.
A ty XLG jsou full fanoušci, nebo co? Mají Giants, kartičky, Radix Classic.
And already actually, look towards the now, John QT's made his way across towards B.
Nebo nemají svoje vlastní, jako. Dobrý nožík.
This is getting tough for XLG.
Orb retrieval, but now 50 seconds left on the clock and no progress anywhere really.
And look
halted at the first hurdle.
Look at the back fill coming out from Bang. This is very nice. Doesn't need to overdo it here.
Now
you can see him backpedaling because he's realizing, oh, they could all be coming this way.
Oof.
Sensible work from Bang.
Oof.
Trying to take a little bit of a slow stand on the way through, but not enough to be a threat, right? Trying to play that balance, and it's just about there. So makes it towards the back of the side, does get pinged out, so they know roughly where he is. But they will get a plant for this.
Imagine Zirakill.
What that damage got? Was that previous damage? But No Man's down to 18. Zel's just nearly catching on the spam here. Got a
Paranoia primed, I think, with Happy Way.
Je cool Maršalka, co má ten zekenos.
Yeah, and they're sticking on this one. I quite like
Mají zajímavý pozičky od XLG.
Lovely Paranoia from Narrate, but there's the counter.
Oj, Rarga tam měla. Fuj! Fuj! What? Jak to byl nějaký afterplant? What? Byl crazy afterplant.
I said a little concerning to get into a 5v5 in the post there, but
jako
huge paranoia to just create absolute chaos on the way in. And then No Man strikes at the perfect moment.
Jak dal dva tady kokos, jak dal dva ten kokos.
An absolute fumble from Sentinels. Not so easy after the pistol.
I heard though, if you win the pistol, you make the half easy.
Jakoby, tak to mě mrzí, kámo, jakože... Co to znamená, ale ani nevím nutně, kámo, co to znamená. Taky jsem byl loni na urologii, by the way. Oj, kokos je... OK, není, ale myslel jsem, že je on fire, ale... Kámo, ty abysy jsou tak jebnutý, actually. Ty abysy jsou tak jebnutý.
This is much closer than I think. I don't say a lot of us expect.
Actually, podle mě to předělají normálně. Actually si myslím, že ten abys předělají kvůli tomu, nebo něco. Že smrt na pář takováhle ti dá třeba minus 100 kreditů, nebo něco, ale tohle začíná být až moc častý, kámo. Je tam tohle minus 100 kreditů, no minus 50 kreditů, jenom tak už to lidi nebudou dělat, by the way.
I mean, I'm already concerned if we tie things up here, and Sentinels are losing round twos, for example, and...
this is game on.
Yeah.
This is already game on for me. I'm loving what we're seeing. An elimination game that gets close like this, that might test Sentinels early, that XLG could have the opportunity to truly upset. But it's only an opportunity. Still trailing on the score.
Close? Rozsrali do Eka teďko, no, Miami.
Yeah, they have to show a bit of potential into the rifle rounds as well, right? We've seen the kind of early ones that kind of getting a little cheeky, kind of playing a little unorthodox, works really well with them. Now zekken,
Imagine by to nebyl klon, kámo.
But he is in the right side of the map for this.
To bylo big boss.
Divide comes up.
Yeah.
He gets away. I thought he might have been caught then, but no. Dividing up the site comfortably. Does anyone dare disrespect? Narrate's having to think about.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Narrate. Balls of steel in this one.
He knows about a second.
Finds Rarga, looks for the plant, but he can't find them. Paranoia goes in and it gets a little messy. Coconut gonna catch
Klasické messy, kámo.
Plant now in and a
Klasické messy. By the way, John QT ani jeden z těch Slováků nemá ten shotgun lineup za ten site, kámo, to je velký, jo. Nevím, já mi Zuderke nehraje, takže to nic. Tu je ta pozička, co má ten Viva, tam už po několikát někdo leze a... Ti říkám, že by to nesip dobrý shotgun do John QTho.
Apart from a quick death, I guess, from Happy Way, that's about it. Takes down two before falling, tees up Viva. John QT is out of there. Yeah. This is great from XLG.
Kámočko, jestli XLG ty porazí Sentinels a Sentinels pojedou 0-2 domů, tak očekáváme změny na 1,000,000% v jejich rosteru, takzvaném.
This is quite exciting to me.
It's so tough for the rate here as well, because it's like, you guys in position if I get two here.
Kámo, dělal fake wall na půlku, fakt. To je taký kokos.
You guys are kicking ass, bro.
They actually are. No word of a lie.
Kopaj prdelky,
when we're talking about them winning out some of the scrappy rounds, actually a nice, clean post-plant hold like this,
now that,
where it didn't feel like an awful lot of pressure other than the rate,
sure,
it's certainly a big tick in the box.
Oh yeah. That's when you start feeling a bit more of that momentum, and this is with No Man having a quiet game. He's only on the 6 kills. He's not exactly the headliner, but Viva, gotta say for me, the impact of his work has been lovely to watch. Now, Sentinels.
Ten roster je cooked.
You're gonna let XLG.
A kde bude hrát ten?
The question. The buy's still here. Yes, it's gonna be missing some elements. We've got 2 bulldogs rather than obviously what they'd want to have, but one away from John's ult. On the other side, Viva, one off as well. One away for Rarga too.
Povedz.
Utility from bang here would imply they're going to challenge the pop on main potentially.
Ten 26?
Alongside a Jet, certainly doesn't feel comfortable.
Proč? Jako já se hraje Valorant na streamu? Joj.
Shot in the dark and it's rewarded. Rarga, who's been nasty. Oh, but look at Bang.
Bang, pozička z pekel.
Chase onto one of them? No, absolutely not. So at this point you're starting to look at XLG clutching onto straws.
Říkám, jestli spadne. Já se cítím tak strašně nekomfortně, že někoho chodí po tom mostíku tam. Ale Bang je strašně back, by the way. Bang je strašně back.
Looking layered, looking like they've got that util on lock, the paranoia. Every kill had about 4 names beside it.
yeah, maybe an indicator of some composure coming back in. I mean, a beautiful opener here from zekken. Yeah, Bang just unnoted inside this smoke.
Bang je MVP, by the way, teďka, klid. A John Cutie celkem zklamání a tím na sobě zekken, Jetka, no.
Kind of eggs XLG into the site.
Obě jetky jsou úplně off.
Couple more of those, but I'm so happy we're getting a good game between these two. I was worried it was going to be a bit of a blowout, right? I know that sounds silly or maybe even disrespectful, but you know, you try and take things in context, and you saw the start of it. I thought, oh, but XLG putting up a performance, fight back now from SEN. This is what it's about. Viva with the ult, Rarga with the ult, big potential.
Kámoško, jaký split čum na to? To je export. Extra port!
Whoa! Was that on just the end of the ping there?
Nah, that's ridiculous. Zekken.
Zekken dostal dobro, by the way.
Because I'm too old to understand what happened. But Rarga's now just become the bouncer, right? He's got an operator there. Dips away, but controls a lot of space.
Nemá pozičku z pekel, kámo, ten happy way.
Divide committed, Hunter's Fury committed.
Oh, but
Narrate found an opener.
And that's a good tag as well, so a bit of information. Narrate's the one who's a problem. They can't clear him comfortably, but look at the post-plant positioning, Mike. They're still on site. They didn't fall back super deep, so they are going to get cornered. There's a chance they can fight in, but that's brilliance from Narrate. That's what you need from the back line. It's now down to 1. He can't stand alone. John QT gonna manage to close this one up as Zelsis there gets the defuse.
Continuing to look composed in some of these high-pressure scenarios. Things where rounds get a little scrappy, a little messy in terms of expectations, but Narrate does so well. Is it on the end of the ping?
Yeah.
Yes, the dart expires.
Ach, to je misplay od Zekkena je kokot. Co ti jebe?
I mean, gotta say though, Narrate, I think for me was the difference maker. As much as John QT did really well on site, the pressure from Narrate's positioning makes it near on impossible unless they try and fight forward or, you know, those really last-minute calls that are very, very hard to do on the fly. Narrate, yeah, for me, absolutely outstanding.
Miluji slovo Messi, Ben si miluje slovo Messi. On to říká furt. A to má patentovaný, kámo. To byl Messi, kámo. Ne, to byl Ronaldo. Ne, to byl Messi, kámo.
Yeah, actually, no man going to be pinged out here. Not dealing with the dart. That's a ton of
information. To hlasování vypadá docela clean, tady na YouTube, to bychom mohli dělat na každý zápas, actually. Hlasování mě baví. 10% XLG, ale...
What a beautiful little pop there.
Super nice little pocket play just called for, but John QT, positioning of a god, no problem. Oh man. And that's put XLG right.
Já nevím, jak udělat, abychom viděli, kdo dal co, nebo chápeš? To pro myslíš tím Messi? Jak oni to říkají Messi. Jakože to je bordel. Víš, Anticek. Pohoda, kámo, ty jsi přišel jako ze školy, domů a tady začíná druhá škola. Angličtiny. Messi. Bordel. Messi. Bordel. Bordel. Messi. Slovíčko dnešního videa je bordel. Messi. 37,5% chceš? Kámo, zavolej mýmu právníkovi.
They're going to need someone to hit a mad shot, though, from XLG. Coconut left on his own as well on site. Happyway can't really help. The smokes are in place.
Tatko Average. Tatko Average.
Coconut tries to get a shot in, but he's just pressure. But under pressure.
2v3 BTV.
Leaving Zelsis to find both of them, and he can't do it alone. XLG
defying the odds,
every time, Mike. It's every time. Be it weaker weapons up against
Bordel MS.
It doesn't matter. They keep
Bordel.
doing this.
Messi.
I mean,
Messi.
Yeah, this was
Bordel.
It's just out of line of sight. John QT so passive, defensive on his position. What a I'd love to know if that was just a reactionary in the back of I've been pinged. Let me go.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Arm off.
Yeah.
Arm off. That was a quick call on the fly, though. Again, yeah, it didn't work out, but it was a nice little concept, right? That could look if someone was a little bit.
Co ty dvě jetky, chat?
A bit more, but.
Jo, Alexíkov.
I was going to say careful on that ledge.
We're going to need the.
Actually, dneska mini
training bars on the sides.
vyklusává, mi říkal, takže bych měl zavolat nebo napsat, vidím teď Aleškovi, jestli plánuje se flákat nebo ne. Když to bychom hráli s nějakým zahraničním týpkem jako včera s tím Samedem, no, někoho bych pozval na duo určitě. Na dnešní hry.
Yeah. I was wondering if Zels's flash got heard. It should have been. I think Rarga
Anita,
was close enough. And now they're back.
To je psala včera, že má školu a skriby.
They didn't fall too far away. My eyes are on Zekken. It's on Bang. It's on Zelsis. But they've been met with a lot of force. 40 seconds.
Messi je příjemné jméno. Messi. Bordel. Bordel. Messi.
Yeah, Happyway's taking some damage, but through the smoke. 30 seconds left now. They're scrambling for a rotation.
They're going to leave Rarga here for now. Can he catch one on the way out? Still trying to show something, puff up the chest and look a little more intimidating. But as it stands, XLG are in the right place and they've inserted a lurker. I like this. Draw the players over towards A, but you've got to be ready. And that wasn't clean enough. Big punish. Sen open up the chance for the retake now.
Tohle posledné jméno znamená Sui. Sui. World Cup. Já oni střílí úplně nechutně, ty vole.
Sentinels bulldozering their way back through as 5. You're not going to get a stand in this. Sen suddenly looking all on the same page.
Tohle kdybych spektil na rankeru, tak jim nadávám, kámo, že jsou slabí. Sui. Fuj, ty krávo. Ty krávo. To je moc.
And that could be the round, well, at least the retake slowing down massively there. If they're held up in mid.
Oni sedí tam. Ty vole, neser mě! Dej mi chvilku ještě.
And make sure they were already teed up for that trade. Again, I like what XLG were doing though. I don't think it's necessarily a bad plan what they're up to. They've looked quite solid in this. But you're still going to get rounds like that from Sentinels. Just whether or not...
Myslím, že si mu povnu další kafíčko nebo ne.
Into the timeout now it looks like. Not sure who called this one. Ah, there we go. XLG. Trying to maybe feel...
Možná jo.
They're running a little low on options or just a check-in.
And not something I usually note, but Sentinel's not using a timeout yet, so feeling still at least fairly confident, or at least, you know, from the outside looking in, happy with what, you know, they're hearing in comms, and again, still an opportunity to check in at least alongside XLG calling, but Sentinel's only 2 rounds ahead, and all things considered hasn't felt comfortable.
No.
XLG able to, I guess, tap into being the anomaly in some of these rounds, or the ability to defy some of the odds that have been stacked against them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm on your
and
side.
overall in the series as well. But we come back to the same thing last time we saw.
Of
a very crucial round for XLG. Same here, Bladestorm in hand. They've scraped together rifles elsewhere. One away from broken up. So a big tool at their disposal potentially, but this is Sentinels on the brink of finding 12, and XLG being left broke.
Jeden nožík miluje Zelsis.
I don't think he's going to find a soul, but I know that XLG are here. And Narrate playing a little bit up closer, and Narrate really taking the reins and some of the, I guess, expectations of damage when it comes to this as well. Because Zekken's not having a hot game. You know when he does, trust me, you can't miss it. But in his stead, Narrate's absolutely picked up that mantle, so he's standing in the way of their B approach.
It
looks like they're working back to, but the implication of middle has just happened.
smoke down outside B as well. XLG still huddled behind it. Rarga. Heard it there. Now no get out of jail free card unless he's got a line up towards somewhere else. Now will be noted.
Ty píči, tým jak máme prohrát proti dronu.
So they get the timing right to then work up towards B, get that pinch on the site itself. Noman does manage to go through. You're waiting for the next couple of players to trail up to this. Do they get caught? Narrate waiting. He's been good at this one, but Noman's done well.
Noman je aktivovaný, jsem si dělal prdel z něj.
Narrate still alive, gives him just that little bit of hope in this. Takes a chance, but the spike's now down 4v3.
Now, rare situation where XLG actually have the numbers advantage here after the spike coming down, yeah.
Well, I'm scared when Narrate's here, man. Like, this guy has been naughty.
To měl doportit, kámo, to měl doportit.
Committing to the second.
Finds a bit of space too with that.
Kámo, ale dvakrát udělal to stejný, protože neportlo to topside předtím. Kámo, mě úplně serou ty lidi. Mě tak serou někdy ty lidi, kámo. Už.
Keeping their head just above water.
Let me in.
Keeping Sentinels in check. And curious again, no man getting away with a couple of goals. I mean, the kill from Coconuts, yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Nice, boys! Come on, man.
Great for the confidence too.
Come on, man. Nech bude smutný. Come on, man. Je to jenom hra, ne asi, kámo. To overreaktí, kámo, na videohru. Se uklidní.
Something's happened we don't like, right? We need to get this one back in touching distance. This should never have been this close.
Nic pod brkelíme na druhou mapu. Narrativ KC byl absolutně legendary. No.
That's sort of the condition for them to go, right guys, yes, commit to a second. Maybe if we've still got two on site, we'll play for a 2-for-1, that's absolutely fine. But here XLG are able to just waltz onto site.
Ten Kaplan jim strašně nadával, kámo, jsem koukal v té NA, vole, stage. Kde tady? Bude tam podle mě až na playoff, stejně jako Onepixel a další. 200 dolarů je pro jednoho na ruku, tady až je za první místo, nebo jak to myslíš? Já tady mám tak nakoukaný.
Hunter's Fury with John QT, but rifles across the board, regens here, but Zelsis does have the null command.
And it's going to be patient for XLG, a slow beginning.
Patience.
Maybe expecting there could be aggression or, you know, something a little bit cheesy after a timeout. You don't want to get caught off guard by any silliness, so go through the motions, right? Viva, our drone out. Going to note one towards tower. Zekken,
Milion děleno dvouma? Jak děleno dvouma? Nechápu, jak děleno dvouma. První místo je milion za Champions dolarů. Děleno 5, no. Záleží na orze, no. A dostaneš bonusy, pičovinky, ale jako můžeš to zaokrouhlit asi, no. A to byl clean retake s Kajou ultinou. Můžeš to zaokrouhlit. Děleno 5, actually. Jako Vexy. On bude mít třeba ve smlouvě, oni budou mít ve smlouvě, že budou dostávat třeba 10% z price poolu, každý, ale budou tam mít zase dodatek ohledně eventů international, jako třeba Champions, že pokud maknou top 16, tak mají bonus, top 8 mají bonus, top 4 mají bonus, top 2 mají bonus a výhra, chápeš. Takže možná, že ještě víc, kámo. Zrovna jsem tenhle splně musí platit dobře, vole.
It ain't safe yet. The one away now from Sentinels to get that first map under the belt.
Za ní Babiš a nemají nic. Babiš má to, co oni vydělají za celý event za den, takže to jsou malý věci. Čau Lukas. Price 2 miliony, ale to je celková, Karlíku.
terms of who's on site towards 8.
We're running a little fake here. Looks like it.
Kéž by to bylo pro první místo, kámo, 2 miliony. Tam se dostaneme třeba. Kam jdeš, jsem odjel jsem od té zprávy.
They have got 2 on the site, right? You're still gonna catch 2 on the knife. That's quite convincing.
Yeah.
And you can see the paranoia about middle. John QT just put his dart towards that. So they're still thinking it might be this A split through mid potentially, but zekken caught in the trap. He's got problems, but he's sticking around. That's why Happy Way goes down in the raid.
To je disgusting angle na clearování.
Bounding no man, it's stunning. Back-to-back damage for SEN. Looking fully in control. And zekken quick.
Máš teďko tu ulti, no něco dobu. To ulti až teď, jo mi chci říct. To neulti až teď, hádám. Že to týbek neulti až teď. Když má půlku týmu mrtvýho. Okamžitě mě vypuste, ty vole. Vypuste psy. To byl XLG pick. Ještě má tam tu klávesku rozlomenou. GG's, fellas, GG's. To je herec, kamo, pojebaní.
He's dead. I know.
Pojebaní herec.
We're not going for this? Of course he's not going. He's hit 120, bro. Bunch of on the other team.
To je taký kokos. Druhá mapa je co? Rozmátil stůl? Ne. Já hlavně nechci být coach. To je nejvíc stressful podle mě věc být coach. Ciao Peters. Lostus?
Things are different. Verizon's different
too.
They let everyone in my family choose different plans. We get what we want and we save money. Love that for me.
Jo. Harbor Rework, doufám, že brzo. Myslím si, že po Champions, kámo. Hlavně má být nový agent teďko na Champions, že jo? Odhalený. To bude crazy, kámo.
If you want to win, you have to win against the best. So looking for revenge.
Nezadej, co bude za roli. Finally we won! Finally! Herdy z druhý na Champions by byli? To by bylo fakt prokletí, no. No. Nevím, Petr. Vždyť bych to bral toho, co vycházelo naposledy, no. Co nejdýl nevyšlo. Ale jako to může být taky random, kámo, a vyjde, vole. Jako silně dohodně to nebude duelista, kámo. Ten hero s těma fotobombama, to je crazy, kámo. Dun, 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 dun. Oj, Monster včera agresivní. What about fixing the remake bullshit system? I just got dodged third game in a row by a person who's in game. Tak Riot Games, Donalda Trumpa a Johna Cenu, kámo. Je to mají fixovat, ne? Fine movie, Vom. Fine movie. Tak šup, ale... Dneska mají ten sraz, kámo, dneska mají ten sraz, ty... Mastodonti, vole, ze střední. To uvidíme, jestli pošlu nějaký fotky. Teda až je jakoby Benjimu jsou jedno peníze už od roku 2020 třeba podle mě, no. Benji má takových peněz, vole, jak želez. On jel full v kryptu a v NFTs a v těch píčovinkách, takže to jako...
When we were gonna come back to this comp, he was assertive about wanting to play the Omen. It's aggressive, it has a lot of skill expression, that's his zone, and he said I wanna go back to it, I wanna keep playing it. So kudos to him.
Yeah, awesome. We also saw you having a little baguette action with Hubert. I have to ask about that because Lou told us you're not supposed to waste French food. Is that a good way of using the baguette?
I think it's incredible. You know, incredibly important for my mental health, which people should care about. And who says I can't finish eating it? I still got a whole map. Hopefully one map.
That is very, very fair. Good luck.
Thank you.
Že kdo říká, kdo to nesní, tu bagetu, to je kokot. Ty pičo, KC coach tady je.
The assistant coach of KC, first of all, thank
you. To má 5 minut pěšky, vole.
It's been great. And second of all, I heard that you and Tomazi specifically turned up here today to support Narrate. Is that
Tomazi?
Yeah, of course. Like, I mean, we miss him a lot, so we need to come and like watch him playing, so we can give him like some of our energy.
So it's love watch, it's not hate watching.
No, you saw us just before the match. He was doing hurts to me after map 1.
If it was hate watching, then crazy. I will say though, he's not lying because we
walked
past the SEN boys backstage, and
Imagine.
Ray was the one that initiated. He waved at you as he walked past. It was very, very cute. What did you, Dan, think?
Very cute.
On this map.
It's great, and I really like what Kaplan was saying. That
Oba dva omeni jsou MVPčko týmu, by the way, to je crazy. Co to hralo jak duelista víc, no.
Different versions of Sentinels, especially on who is going to be playing that initiator role. This time around, it was Celsius, and you see the way that Second has a specific way to call depending on who is going to be that initiator for him. So now, as you go into the second map, things change a little bit more, but you can expect that same aggression for Narrate. I just thought it was great, especially because
jako má celkem sick outfit, not gonna lie, fellas.
Some utility to delay is going to be the Omen, is going to be the KO, and it was great.
I mean, it wasn't perfect though. XLG definitely made them work for it. It was a great little what is I mean low buy, here we go, from XLG. Zeish, it was getting a little bit dicey for Sentinels.
To bylo crazy od XLG.
I mean, on this round, like I remember when you
zasekli.
I was like,
co?
I don't understand really why
jsem pochválil, ne?
Space like this, because Bank had a lot of rotation coming on and he had 3 stars, so like he could like bunker himself and like win a lot of time and just keep the backside at least, because against Kicku you don't want to give them a lot of space, and this is what happened this round. why XLG won this postponement, because they had Haven plus like the closed space on CT, so like they could fight from 2 spaces, and like Sentinel just give them like too much space on this front, I feel. And also this is what happened like like the rest of the side. Bang was not letting them like a lot of space. He was playing in his bunker, so they couldn't go heaven or like cross backside, and they won a lot of rounds like this.
Well, I can't wait to see what resolutions XLG for map 2, and this is what Havoya had to say.
Proč prohrali, chat? Nejlepší otázka. Proč se prohrali?
What do you think was missing in the team in order to be able to do more against Sentinels?
I think we were missing beliefs. I think my team didn't believe they can hit map 1, so we couldn't show up. Like, we finally can win Sentinels, and I hope Lotus is gonna be a different case. So let's see.
Hopefully you guys can make a comeback. Good luck.
Týbek je úplně depres, co to je, vole?
I don't know many teams.
Já myslím, že tvůj coach mluví takhle.
Would really back themselves against SEN on Lotus, but this has been an ongoing issue with XLG, right? You hear Rarga saying things like, "I'm not ready for a global event. I'm the worst duelist in this tournament, etc., etc."
Co? To říkala Rarga?
Start believing because Dan,
what the fuck, co to je? To je actually fakt fanoušci. To jsou fakt fanoušci, kámo. What the fuck? Prostě jen Jenky ty dává ten mikrofon až úplně do držky. Jenom se dotýkají mu rty toho mikrofonu, kurva.
And yeah, it's a little bit concerning because you need to come out with that mentality of knowing that you can win these series, and it's not going to be easy on Lotus as well. Sentinels is incredible on this map. They played against XLG this map 2 times in Toronto, and they won both times too.
Yeah, let's take a look at agent select here. I mean, XLG, why not? Why not?
Sage deadlock.
What do you make of it?
Sage deadlock Cypher chat. Tak to si děláte prdel ze mě, ne?
No, this hot attack, so it's gonna be like really hard for them actually. I think they're gonna have to contact a lot of spaces and like.
What the fuck, kámo, jdu si pro kafíčko, vole.
The spaces, like they have a lot of like defensive abilities, so like they're gonna play a lot of duels and like secure the rounds on where they have the space first.
The secret tech, olizovat mikrofon.
On the map, they cannot like come back to our C and stuff.
Jdu na to.
Once they use a lot of space, they have to lock down there.
Pro štěstí.
They have a few interesting walls that we've seen in the first one that they can bring back, but I mean, that's going to be that second half.
They have to win here, Pansy and Hypok, otherwise their future in VCT is going to be down in the gutter.
Yeah, if it wasn't already pressured enough to be an elimination game at a Champions, you add into the fact that career is potentially on the line. Now, Mike, we could talk to death, the ins and outs of this map, these compositions, but I want to start on the emotional sort of approach to this. It's worrying me what I'm hearing from XLG.
Yeah, it really is. It's not the way you want to hear a team talk about them. We're talking about Rarga being...
Tak, druhá mapa, dámy a páni.
But also to check in there from the outside looking in, it's not how you expect a team at Champions to be talking about themselves. And let's say, they just went 13-10 on map 1. We're not talking about a team getting absolutely...
Yeah, this is the closest wheel.
That's the bit that's got me a
ta vole je by the way dobrá.
Let's see how this looks.
No, tak on spadl z té voly.
Rarga was looking to be where he is now, but Zelsis can allow the funnel to go forward. He doesn't look phased by it yet. The paranoia has to come in, and he still stood his ground. Maybe a little
ten komp actually jakoby není full tragický, no jenom se dá obehrát, no. Jako zekken, kamoško. Do tohohle kompu by měl bejčit hodně.
I like this. If Narrate's feeling confident in the roles he wants to pick, going in on that Omen in map 1 there, this is a good look for them. And XLG, it feels like we're on very polarizing sides here. Confidence on one side and a lack on the other.
We're on thin ice. And that's even to say Narrate being the one on Sentinels to say, yeah, we had some confidence issues on stage.
Ten druhý kill, disgusting na toho Vivíka.
Gets on the reset, so makes it even.
To byl disgusting ten druhý kill.
And actually credit to Zelsis surviving long enough that XLG had to commit the paranoia, which wasn't the initial plan. They wanted to
get. Proč každý že tým hraje Sage na polovině map? Se jim líbí ta Sagečka asi vzhledově, kámo.
A further tool at their disposal, but yeah, obviously in this first half it.
Týpek šel z jetky na deadlock, by the way, když se podíváš.
with this sort of composition, it's
nemají prostě duelistu, kámo, ty
requires a lot
XLG.
of commitment from some of these individuals to go forward and
crazy
find
comp.
kills off very unorthodox
Actually crazy
setups.
comp.
Like I said, we're going to see some funky walls for sure, but what we saw in map 1, it doesn't necessarily play towards the strengths that we did see.
To budou plazit.
Check here from the right outside B, didn't catch.
Plazy.
Put the rotation in motion, but now obviously a Prowler in response, maybe keep him and John QT interested at least. Zekken in a position to farm.
Oh, Armory?
Really slowed down on actually
Nebo co?
happy way.
Yeah. Coconut
Jak
a
žiju?
little worse for wear as well. So does now have the help coming in from Narrate. Up and over the wall he goes.
Hele, Sage volá value. On umřel na Vicepine.
Oh man, this is brutal.
What?
Coconut's underneath the scope.
How's he managed that
Tak to je
one?
crazy, ty jejich klasiky
Now
těch
into a
XLG.
3v2. They made something out of nothing. Now will it get wrapped up with a bow though? Let's find out. John QT within touching
What?
distance. Oh, that ain't
Tam jejich
pretty.
klasiky jsou
He's
nejlepší.
got a chance here, eats the paranoia, but doesn't lose his cool. My God, where do you run to? Most of it's walled off. A tap on the spike and
Kdyby to trefil, kdyby ho trefil.
Bang there with Zelsis.
Mohl to trefit.
Closer than it should have.
Yeah, I mean,
Ale
they're
netrefil.
out there. If they can retrieve the Bulldog, I think they're slowing down now the defuse to make sure they have got that in hand.
Big scraps, chat, big scraps.
They are so good when it gets just like.
Už tady lítají fotky, ty vole, chat.
Almost looks like it goes through the knee of Happyway.
Tak jak vypadají ty lidi, kámo?
Broken on the way in here by the util.
Ty lidi se tak změnili, kurva. Všichni mají braille, vole.
Secondary objective here, one out by XLG.
Yep.
It's going to keep Sentinels in check in terms of the finances. Considering, yeah, the
Ty píčeče, tak to je crazy vidět lidi, kámo, po 6 letech, vole, ze školy, co ti je. Nemůžu vám to ukázat, vole, of course, ale kámo, what the fuck. Vole, actual fuck. A všichni mají brýle, kámo. To je jak... Všichni koukáme odmala prostě do těch telefonů, kámo, a do píčovin, do promítačů, vole. Máš kam mají promítací ty tabule, vole. Ve školách.
Retrieval on opposite sides of the map here for both teams. XLG looking to create a little bit of pressure outside.
Nějaká hratelná, to jsem nezkoumal, kámo.
Expect Sentinels to be chomping at the bit after that first jump.
Idiot, kámo. To jako 10 minut ode mě, by the way, vole. Ještě by tady dojeli mě, kámo, zliskat. Grimvola? Grimvola maximálně jednou za hru uvidíš tady, Tadeáši. Yo, Nox! Děkuji za 5 eury samolepkos. Děkuji za samolepkos. Thank you, man. Jak to jde? Tady se kontroluje, aby se nestal disaster dneska. Co dál, oni jsou dobří, kámo, ty Číňani, prostě si nevěří, no. Sentinels proti 3 Sentinelům, je tak, Marek, je tak.
That XLG are working with, and they worked the map again though. How did Rarga get those two? Like the first fair play, but the second, the snap. Oh, it was tasty.
Tasty.
You just want to see more of that from him, right? Like that's the thing.
Again, for somebody that's saying they're struggling with their confidence and their faith in their own ability, and I mean the biggest concern really being, I wasn't really listening to my teammates, and you know, I played. I think he said, did I say I played like a bot?
I think so.
Like, again,
I think so.
Different kind of bot on display here in this round.
Yeah. That's getting us.
Ukáže replay toho Rargy na tom Bčku.
And again, it gave him so much freedom. Like,
Tak bonusek, no.
To see anytime soon, right? You got to wait on the players who come from A. Here we go. I'm sure we'll see this one again.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Zekken's not late to the season.
Oh shit, kámo, to co je za adjustment flick, ty kokot. To byly crazy killy, co dali teďko ty...
Yeah, fully caught by the flash.
Ty kokot.
Well, pay attention, I guess, is the big thing. Does this continue? Is there still depth
Co se děje, protože jsi 5v2?
XLG, how much confidence does this give them?
Tam jako...
I like how they look here. Unorthodox, yes.
Jako kdo? Ty XLG nebo Sentinels?
Coconut still going to show that he is here. But in the meantime, you can see the work towards Mound coming in, very much looking to punish Zelsis over and over, who is only on a stinger.
Yeah.
Takže pro obě strany je odpověď stejná, ale prostě ekonomika. Fakt, XLG nehantili 5v2 afterplant, protože potřebují uložit se nejvíc zbraní, aby nabuildili ekonomiku. Sentinels potřebovali stejnout, aby mohli hodit a mohli mít jako nakup.
Did get caught in the net. And speaking of caught, John QT and Zekken, very unaware, it feels like, very not used to dealing with this. And yet it is on Orthodox. It's a very different sight take.
Yeah, but
Sentinels měli retakovat 2v5. XL.
I want to commit towards those sort of side positions, especially with the wall is the curveball.
Oh, Coconut kámo mimo úplně.
Showing a hand there as he pulled out the smoke. Slowed down here with the trap.
Post-spawn util is rotten, isn't it?
Yeah.
Layers to this. Paranoia looking like he was going to be thrown towards site itself.
A vůbec nechápu, to kámo.
And great time from the right who's
beru to trochu jako rage baitík, by the way, vyhraný kolo další od XLG, kámo. Prohodit do strany.
I'm worried. My concern would be in some of the buy rounds now if Sentinels try and find.
Jako myslím, že 2v5 plentli a utekli od toho spikeu. Asi ne, no. Jako Rarga si dělá, co chce s ním, má valečům.
Rarga now though, this is 2 rounds. He's got 2 massively impactful kills as well.
Kámo. S jídlem se hraje, piči. Kámo, zatím to nevypadá dobře. To Cčko nějak abuzujou. I nemají odpověď ty Sentinel zatím. Jako to je low buy, ale... was a big problem. It felt like kind of playing against that breach and the way it was happening. I didn't like it. Now, this is a very new look, right? They are not used to playing against this clearly. Zatím Cinnamon, kámoško od XLG, what the fuck? What the actual fuck, kámo?
It's not the first time you'll see this.
No,
but
it's prepped out of their wheelhouse.
Yes, absolutely.
The protocols change entirely. Like I said, these sorts of positions Zelsis is playing usually. I mean, I love the Vice on this map, and it's usually so good in terms of holding some of these flood. Not necessarily rush.
A ty lidi jsou jiný a zároveň stejný, to je crazy, vole.
Fairly linear. Right, gonna get shut down here, and no real chance for Sentinels to get anything going.
This is nice.
Yep.
Nech ty lidi ani nepoznávám.
XLG up to 3.
I'm gonna be honest. I quite like what we're seeing. I really do. Now, obviously, this was up against what I think Sheriffs mostly across the board. Now, I think this then just puts my eye towards the adaptation, right? How well can they learn on their feet?
Nice pivot. We're good.
Jaký videa tady jsou, to to pouštět.
The issue is with this comp as well. Like, you see the Sage Wall somewhere, XLG can really tap into some misdirection.
Absolutely.
Once they've kind of made what was I saying?
Yep.
Get Zekken over here, and it'll be around where XLG aren't actually stacked up here.
Třeba se hrála včera a dneska už máte tu kostku knedlíkem a lahváčem. Knedlíkem a lahváčem Ferdon. Co bys řekl na trdelník?
Get themselves mound control and probably have a good feel for the map here. Not necessarily any confirmation from XLG, but the spy cam maybe caught something.
Zelsis does have ult as well. Going to be respecting the util and falling back a little bit, right? 3-man stack on the cross. Building towards site now, they got to get ready. Pop the ult from Noman, gonna clear backside, find nothing for it. But still, the site is looking likely for the plant.
Není český. Kamo, Jenek Rube říkal, že to je to.
Again, catching everybody but 2, I think, so. With 3 pistols or secondaries in hand for XLG.
Má koupený šerify? Ono mi jeden má koupenýho šerifa. A ten Zelsis to zrobil.
Everybody to peel away from sight. 30 seconds left. No plant coming just yet.
Oh, Noman's in trouble here.
Oh, double suck. Double suck.
Has to try and carve his way out, but he's bought time with the lovely
neví, že zakloba.
there. Goes back for a second glance. Maybe a touch too confident.
Dan dík za odběr.
Is still alive. Took a big
Ale si dal co?
Yeah, HP and
Půlku párku.
so advantage so for XLG.
If they need it, Rarga's still got that res.
Yep.
Right, if it gets dicey, and I think they know they've done enough here. This
Enox je to atak mapa, no, uvidíme.
this really worries me. I said when they're out
Ty
of their
sentinelové
comfort
se dá
zone,
jako
they're out of
rozebrat.
that wheelhouse. They
Že
need
to
that
jdeš
good
správně.
leadership, that good touching base. I want to see an early timeout.
Nevím, ale jako aspoň je to zajímavý koukání, že hrajou něco special. Furt tam jsou 2 fejtky, takže to je úplně top pro mě. Děkuji za 5 eury do nosíny. Mimochodem, děkuji. Podporu VCT streamů, thank you. Jako vyřizuju s Riotem tu Ascension Watch Party přímo z místa chat. Hopefully to klapne přímo z Riot Areny. Bychom koukali na EP zápasy klasicky. Jak už jsme byli 2krát v Berlíně, tak prostě to. A teďko zařizuju, pushuju a ambasadoruju kick. Jakože prý se tam o tom budou bavit na moje přání, jak to je Ascension a kick. Takže je to taky 50-50. Teďko, jestli bude Ascension Watch Party na EP tady na YouTube, nebo na Kicku. Ale uvidíme. Jedeš do Berlína Ascension, Jagger? W.
Then you come back to the confidence discussions, the on-stage vibes and things like that, and it's like that's where your concerns
locked in.
Are conceived and
yeah. But I will say I'm happy we have an early time.
Uvidíme, chat.
Right, like this to me puts a lot on the man on the screen though.
Kdyby byl Wild Breakthrough, to jakoby ono to není, že jo, tier 1 event. Je to tier 2 event, takže by to teoreticky se dalo. Ale musí se zeptat. A prostě v Turecku, ta Valorant je jakoby turecká hra v Evropě, to prostě hraje nejvíc Turků, nejvíc, kámo. Tak v Turecku je poměr živých sledovatelů platform na Kicku a na Twitchi 92% Kick, 8% Twitch. Protože ten Twitch tam byl zakázaný nějakou dobu, všichni přešli, už se povolil ten Twitch a nikdo nejde zpátky, že jo, logicky. Takže třeba pro streamování věcí v Turecku, tak prostě je Kick je číslo 1. Ve Španělsku je to tak 50-50 teďko. Španělská komunita prostě taky strašně moc streamuje Kicku. Španělská komunita je taky velká Valorantu, takže jakoby já si myslím, že to tam směřuje, Gaben.
He isn't alone though now. He does have John QT over here. Here comes the I'm going to try and posture up, try and stand his ground, but he's already going to be seized up here, slowed down. He's got every single
Kámoško.
in the wars.
Co dostáš na hlavu ten Zelsis?
Still falls nonetheless, and they're aware of Rarga here. They know what's going on.
Bych řekl, Jagger, ať tam s tebou jdou ti dát rozhovor, kámo. Že ty jim to vysvětlíš. Co dává Zekken? Jako ta vola je super, ale z části ta vola jakoby způsobuje tohle, no. Ta vola způsobuje tady ten malý výběh, který se dá wallbangovat. Divím se, že nehrajou Odina vůbec, že tuhle ty dva týmy nehrajou vůbec Odin.
Wait out this util is again buying a ton of time for XLG. You're not going to catch, but it's dealt with. Rarga curious towards the swing.
This could be huge for Rarga. Playing up close, he gets decimated.
Zekken je locked in, no, ale strašně. To je clean, kámo.
And Zekken is there in those lights, looking
to jsou insta hlavy.
Exactly the sort of round you'd want to see from Sentinels. Again, Zelsis able to survive a hell of a long time, make things as difficult as.
A ten res je dobrý troll, by the way. Ten res ani ho nekreje, vole.
Beautiful from Zekken. Those trademark sort of rounds for him.
Come on, baby.
Hopefully something for the rest of the Sentinels team to really get behind. Ride that wave now. An operator in hand for him.
I don't even talk about the fact it took 5 from Zekken to deal with that round, but For now, we take it when you get those. He's going to get the reward of the operator too. Taking over the position basically from Zelsis, it looks like. But a new approach from XLG. Opting for that look towards the B side. John QT put on notice quick.
Když nebude likvid, když je domů, kámo. Rybkanka.
Desperately trying to bait out the wall and does. So here the benefit of having the Sage, you can kind of dip your toes and recover from.
Battle Stage má jen 9-4, kámoško.
Happy way posted up. Saying slow goes out, not going to catch anybody here outside. Sentinel's much
slower beak, kámo.
In terms of Bang's position, at least from the previous.
Cením ten slower, to je docela cool usage of util.
Much slower tempo to this.
Min-maxing takzvaný.
Got a double lurk coming through on the back of the wall being dealt with early on.
Jsem ambasador min-maxera. Min-maxování.
He needs this. Ooh. And actually it's Narrate in the meantime to find Rarga. Now maybe feeling it's going to that B pivot, and it is. But Happyway's getting ahead of the curve by quite a large margin. Does he catch Zekken? No! Look how quick this guy is. Flies around the corner, takes him away. Post plant we go.
Nemám komu to na Instagram noc, no. A do čeho tomu to poslat nemůžu, nemám účet.
Yeah, could set things in motion here, but Viva going ahead of the curve himself.
Oh, he still got it. He got down John QT and gets away alive. Trying to claw away at some of those win cons that sit so well for SEN. 14 HP ain't much to play with.
Tomu jde o vletu ten hit, by the way. Kámo, ale Zekken má raketu po druhý. Kámo, Zekken má raketu, minulý kolo měl raketu, má zase raketu. Dá půlku, popne raketu a stykne. Ta raketa.
Denied at the final hurdle. As Noman holds on and lets them know.
Down to the wire here on B side.
Kámo, replay toho revealu bych potřeboval, ale ne, já jsem ho ztratil ten svůj. Je strašně dobrý reveal, já jsem ho ztratil, chápeš? I'm here 2 kills.
It's 2. But a valuable.
Yeah, well, all that was needed here to prevent Zekken from going back to back.
Dude, Zekken.
In terms of delivery for rounds 4 Sentinels. Showstopper online now. Sort of back to a more standardized approach here in terms of posting Bang up a little deeper. Will be the indicator for XLG to find something elsewhere. Zelsis now considering getting himself back towards the pillar.
Zelsis má, kámo, tough times na tom Cčku.
Again, with this wall they're able to get through a blender that usually
Lotus teď nebude. Lisky to... Kdy myslíš, že nebude? To není, že teď nebude, zítra nebude. Nebude v peči 11.08. TLDR, zrychleně v překladu, to je za měsíc. Ještě měsíc ten Lotus bude. Kámo, ty Sentinels nehrajou hezky. Ty Sentinels nehrajou hezky. To je dobrý bait pro Zekkena, či? Ale Vivek ho vyjebal. On prostě nebude popovat tu ultinu, ten mastodont dneska. Pohodě, Lisky to. Ahoj, Haku. Jak se daří, koukám, že to znovu sluší. Díky moc, Haku. Ale... Ne, žádný ale, jakoby... Už jsme si řekli, že... Seš týpek, viď? S kým dneska dopsal jsem Aleškovi? No děkuju. Alešek mi... Mých je do pusinky, kámo, jeho vlastníma slovama. Můžu mu vylízat prdel. S nimi komplement přijímám. Tohle je Alešek. Napsal jsem mu A dostal jsem vygoustěnou, počkej. Dostal jsem vygoustěnou a představuju si... Je pauza akorát. Tady máte mladýho bejčka.
Můžeš se mnou zahrát, nemůžeš, chlape. Můžeš mi vylízat prdel, to jsem nemyslel.
To jsem nemyslel.
Můžeš se mnou zahrát, nemůžeš, chlape. Můžeš mi vylízat prdel, to jsem nemyslel. Můžeš se mnou zahrát, nemůžeš, chlape. Můžeš mi vylízat prdel, to jsem nemyslel.
Streamer lidu. 3 měsíce nestreamoval už. Já jsem streamoval na Kicku. Máme na Kicku nějaký klipy už? Lidi na tom Kicku nejsou zvyklí klipovat, no ještě. Nemá tady klipy, kurva. Teď týdnem streamoval. Hele, duo. Tady autor klipu, jak není nic, tak to jsem já nebo tebe. To je top. Nemůžu to ani vyhledat, by the way. Co to je? Vity leaked. Před rokem něco líkl Alešek.
Jako můžeš si to mluvit si blbík, vole. Já to říkám celou dobu, vole, že jako já jsem prostě open tady těmhle věcem. Že prostě jako... Chápeš, ústa jsou ústa, vole. To nepoznáš.
Já se poseru z něj, kamo, to je moc, kamo. Cením, že to tam nechalo, vole. Cením, že tyhle ty klipy tady prostě zůstaly, kámo, že nebyl sráč. Že nebyl sráč, kámo, a nesmazal to. To je klipík. Aimový klipík.
To nás nebudeš.
Tady byl v primeu, no. A tady je předčítání, tady není v primeu.
Předčítání, VENKU, ukončování programu předčítání.
Předčítání. Ukončování programu. Tady rozjebal Lamzu, myslím, tady v tom klipu, ne? Tady je ten klip, jak rozjebal Lamzu, čum. Tady to je kamo do příjemná dneska, ale... No to je super lajka. To jak udělala tam již. Kamo do příjemná dneska, ale... Nebyl ještě já Rashid, to vypadal jinak trochu, no. Že pauza už skončila, kurva. Kurva, já jsem byl moc locked na ty klipy. A pauza nepomohla.
This is an arduous walk back.
Fuck.
He's trying what he can, but the angle.
Oj. Bylo close. Pauza nepomohla, chat. Kolo prohráno.
That was, I've never seen anything like it.
Did they think they popped both of the zone? Because it's the saddest thing to watch. And then there's
30 seconds left. Oh no.
Oh, and then it's just explosive.
Ten Rarga hraje jenom na tu tej... Ten Rarga tam stojí každý jedno kolo, ne? By the way. To tam je furt. Oni neví, co mají dělat s tím týpkem na ty vole.
7-3, by the way.
To je crazy. Oni se strašně špatně adaptujou ty Sentinels, no.
I guess welcome to champs, right? Welcome to champs. What a first game we get given.
Well, so the concern is it doesn't look like it's even nearly over yet.
A Bang dělá co?
Looking like he's just
stojí v openu. Tam usol, no.
That's a rarity. I always feel like Bang is the unsung hero of Sentinels, right? Does the
Vlad
quiet
tam prostě usol, chat.
safe pair of hands and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
To je crazy tady. To je crazy Champions Richard. A ten afterplant bite, podívejte se, když plantnou bombu XLG, to je prostě finito. Podívejte se na tu mapu. Trapa ve ventě, vola na schodech,
from XLG.
Stun na hevnu, stun na schodech, kamera na schodech. Je nesmí nechat plentnout ty Sentinels, ever. Ever, kámo.
It's just absolutely brutal.
You're absolutely cooked. And this is on the attack. This is XLG with 3 Sentinels on the attack.
Against Sentinels.
Very worried. Sentinels now. Like I said, they're going into the lesser favored side of this map.
Strašně špatně píchujou, píchli po jednom.
They close out quickly on the second half here, right? Let's assume as such. Mate, confidence has to be sky high. Gotta be.
Oh, run me some of those interviews again.
Yeah, give me some of that. Talk to him again. We've got Rarga starting to fire up here.
Já vím to, Luvix si ho vzal.
He's right. This is nice. Expecting a bit of aggression.
Tady prostě do tier 2 naší, ale.
Not towards Mound here.
Yeah, adjustment as well from the util.
To je crazy, kámo. Aspoň vidíš, jaký to je kousek, kámo. A projebal proti EP by the way ten No Man. Aspoň vidíš, jaký to je kousek. Takový skurvený kousek! Od té stage, vole.
Chip damage, sure, but not connecting the way you'd like for Sentinels.
Doing so well at getting this wall down.
Again, ahead of the minute mark.
Yeah, like the fact they're doing this with very non-traditional utility to allow for it is really, really impressive.
Yeah, because you've not got a flash to force somebody off an angle. And now it's all coming towards actually taking some space back.
Víme, ale nepovíme.
Bang again.
Nemůžeme.
He's out of there.
He can't stick around on this. Again, the layering up, the scaling up, super nice.
Ale dějou se věci, jakože vesmír funguje, chat, OK? Když dlouho si ve stoce, kámo, tak potom nemůžeš. Chápeš? Bejt až moc dlouho v té stoce.
Try and make things work. Revealed here, good for one, but Viva will close out a 9-3 half here for XLG.
What a goddamn half. You do not see that every day. They made
this
position work and they made it
to není, jsem já tajemnej. Doslova tam jsou smlouvy a pičovinky. O tom se prostě nemluví. Jako tajemnej, netajemnej. Prostě to jsou jakoby nepsaný pravidla, psaný pravidla, který se neporušujou, chápeš? Už tak, jakoby s váma overshareu extrémně, jakože extrémně s váma overshareu všechno, chat. Co se týče týmu, insight, co se týče in-game line-upu, všechno. To je jakoby... Sugar daddy level oversharingu. Že jsem vám doslova řekl, že 16. jdu do Berlína. Podle mě už docela to. Měsíc dopředu info, že máte tady na streamu, kamo. Děkujeme, sensei. Arigato gozaimashita. Muž sledu. Hrát nebo koukat? Obojí.
Coinbase econ report there at the bottom, but I mean the main story is
subovat a koukat.
XLG have put Sentinels on notice. Mike, this is a different look inside. I mean, you can look at Rarga there already.
Takže o zábavu bude postaráno, chat.
For sure, yeah. And just to put things in context, Sentinels traditionally, at least across this year, tracking at a 60% win rate on the defense. So, XLG coming out, putting on a show here in the first half. And a real, within touching distance, forcing a map 3.
Oh, it feels like
off rip.
It feels like
Dnes napsal kámo za roster Petr.
Now I'm not going to curse it by talking about it yet, but there's a lot to be said about that map and a lot to be said about Sentinels on it. So I'm sure the
Auda, Spotlight, Skill, ani nevím kdo je.
Eventually a little worried if you're a SEN fan at the very least. XLG, however.
Zbytek jakoby, chápeš, jakoby nekomentuju vůbec ohledně té orgy, jenom komentuju ty jména, co jsi napsal. Že mezi comeback a Minimaveka, že napsal Auda za Kyo, vole, jakoby generational crime.
Sentinels will approach these early rounds in the second half. Viva spotted here, but doesn't take any damage. That's crucial.
He also saw all the players basically pegging it towards.
Jasný, Alexi.
So no man, you don't want to go down early here because they're waiting for an opportunity.
Já jsem to na Xku najdeš hodně sraček. Každopádně první půlka. Generational od XLG, teďko mají 3 sentinely na defend, ale jakoby...
Yeah, what a cracking opener from Zelsis, but time being purchased. The slow is here, the rotation's now in play, but can they land the shots? Narrate says no, but Happy Way with the punch back gets 2 for himself.
Je to atak mapa a sentinels mají prostě defaultní jakoby v uvozovkách atak kom, no defaultní kom prostě, takže uvidíme. Jdu za Lešem, můžu mu pak zavolat. A to je piči, že jakoby, já když ho budu forsovat do toho, aby šel hrát a on sám nebude chtít, tak potom ho možná doforsuju, že půjde hrát, ale bude bez nálady, chápeš, a všechno projebem a ještě se naseru. Je to náročný. Pokud mi neodepíše sám, že vole, je na motivovaní, tak možná budu pozývat někoho z friendlistu, no. U nás s tím Samedem můžeme zahrát, že to budou dobrý hry, actually. On hodně mluví, koluje věci. Bude hrát taky Ascension. Right clicks.
Very different things, yeah.
Needed start though.
A 3K from the rate and the pistol could be something to
dostal dobrou facku.
Yeah, Rarga really unlucky here. Zelsis a little, I mean, considering a 9-3 score on the first.
Co to je za 2 killy?
Find the opener. You see already Rarga toying with the. Oh, that's a smile, Pookie. Smile. A little bit delay there.
Smile.
Delay. It's okay.
Glass pad. Hele, to je můj reveal. To je on? Že to je ten, co házím? On ho měl připravený na anti. Actually. Pičo, impressed. Impressed, kámo. By karate, to vidím poprvé na VCTčku. Na zdraví, děkuji. Glasspad v pohodě, ale na Valorant... Na Valorant to není ončo. Ty tam nemáš vůbec žádný kontrol. A Valorant není nutně o rychlosti, ale o přesnosti.
Sentinels making sure they're doing their due diligence. There are 3 players around that corner, maybe not where you'd want to be. So turning tail. Now getting to about 40 seconds. I'm getting.
Zkoušel jsi co, rychlost? Já jsem rychlost.
I didn't mind it on the way scaling up, but
we did have a round 2 flip as well previously, so that's why Sentinels are really taking their time.
Looking dead. Yeah, Zekken gonna take that opportunity to move up.
Jako to neseklo, by the way. Vrtač. Vrtač.
Quelling all that danger that was building.
Sonicu? To není Sonic, to je Bless McQueen, ne?
Yeah. Echoes of Kyobi still alive and well, but Happy Way. I mean, what you gonna do? Not much.
Send John QT back in, but Zelsis is cleaner on the second.
Zkoušel jsem Glasspeda, ale zabudil jsem zkoušeli Glasspeda.
Overall, chance
Slyšel jsem reviews na něj a někdo z Prozo nehraje. O nikom nevím, takže... Tak. Nechtělo si mi kupovat mousepad za nevím, kolik to stojí, ale 3, abych zjistil, že to fakt je na hovno. A ještě by se mi tady stakovalo na místo už normálně. Ale jako určitě to je praktický, no. Co se tady vaří? What is this? What is this? To je?
That's madness though, but maybe not guessing or assuming the bang had already TP'd over. Gotta put him out on an island. I thought there'd be more layers to it.
I should have known
because no.
He's got in there to avoid the
Kapesníkovo oblíbený, ale.
Yeah, little bit of a miscalculation it looked like from XLG. And obviously for Viva, there's no way out really on the phase. You're kind of stuck there. SEN having to still figure out this new puzzle of what this A approach is going to look like.
Jo, tak to je puzzle chat prostě.
First info on him.
Je divný šachy prostě. Oj. Veď Cypher trapa deadlock vola, co to kurva je? Jakové generational špatný komp na retake, no, ty XLG. Nemají nic na retake. Paranoju, vole. Suck. Shit prostě, shit. Shit.
Yeah, they're going very slow about this one.
Yeah.
Very slow. SEN will be lapping up this time. Smokes are going pretty deep, facilitated by the positioning from Happyway pretty much. But it does mean he can get backfilled. You see Zelsis closing in. Bang takes him away, but not before they draw blood on zekken. Little look through towards that door. No man's doing well.
Whoa!
What is that snap?
Senior kamaráde snapy jak svině.
Looking shaky previously, but that was
Senior v primu.
Beautiful from Zelsis. With the bulldog as well.
How to get that second?
What?
Gorgeous.
Tak to je disgusting tohle.
On the fade away as well.
Yeah.
To bylo.
Marshall, I love you.
Marshall matters. Třetí atak, však je to atak mapa, no.
Third in a row though.
Third in a row. Alright, how strong's your cursing capability?
Well, I think we've already seen a fairly good example of that.
Yeah. How do you feel about this comeback?
Hrajou to dobře, ty Sentinels.
Okay.
3 rounds to kick off the second half is usually just a mandate for a loss.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so we're looking at the
got my
odds.
back.
Yeah, of course. Narrate does have already. zekken only 2 away from his, 2 off from Zelsis. So
ale ty XLG se taky adaptujou, teďko delayujou prostě ty voly svoje, všechno.
And this round having to suffer through it, right? Like there's a little bit of stress in that regard, and Zelsis starting to fire up here.
Zelsis dává dobrý, co za flash. Tam se mu to dalo.
Continue on the path there. It's going to be Rarga.
Nezvědaví, co volne ten Rarga. On mu smokl, co koukal Marshallem. Nebude rád ten Rarga. Jak mu smokl, co koukal prostě. Kámo, to je čurák.
Leaving it late against this comp does scare me a bit though. I mean, this isn't maybe the round to be super worried about it, but they've actually manipulated the map so well.
To je za deadlock volu sračku jední.
They get the complete access to C with no resistance. So in we go. That plant will be absolutely free.
As I say, just a cam potentially for the
retake. Retakey mají tak 3% success rate, ti říkám, svým kompem. To je nejhorší komp na retake, že ever, vole.
Sheriffs, a scope in the hands of Rarga.
A prostě někdo se musí obětovat a jít tak fate pass.
XLG needs to get into this game though, or into this half, should I say. First half was exceptional.
Ale si dal co? Párek, párku, spůlku, jednou z nich bude fakt obávaný predátor v prérii. Nauč je to?
Dej
mi chvilku, kámo, a bude zle.
Still gonna get it anyway.
That's one of them. Zekken.
And he's got it by the death,
yeah. It's fine. They've done their job.
Na fragi to hrajou Močáles.
All good.
Orales.
Does make it in.
Ne Richard. Nox, děkuji za 5.
Yeah.
Eury do nosí, myslím, že XLG jich nepustí na jejich komst, evidentně jim to jedno. Jsou to šachy prostě, oni kdyby rašovali, tak je to konec, no, ale jakoby... What the fuck? No, musíš prostě... Musíš prostě... baitit utility. Oni se prostě vyhází ty XLG a potom jdou...
Sentinel's probably feeling a little more comfortable about the approach that you would have with this sort of competition.
Jakoby do... Častokrát je čistýho sajtu, no.
The way you really play with this and play into the strength is quirky XX, getting a wall above a smoke and getting onto C site, negating some of the...
Kámoš, ten týpek tady jim strašně vysvětluje, že hrajou špatně protokoly. Moje predikce je, že budou víc... Že budou víc... bankrovat sajty, aby nemuseli hrát retake. Možná zkusí jít Ačko, kámo, za defend. Ono se to nezdá, kámo, ale mají dost utility. Můžu to tam zaházet, actually. Jdou to udělat? Nope. Ty nemají damage utility, to je nejvíc v piči, oni mají 0 damage utilitou, 0.
If you get locked out on the half that traditionally you'd imagine this composition would thrive in,
musí takenout něco, no.
Logically, they're still going to feel that weight on their chest. And round by round you're seeing Zelsis getting more involved. Looking deadly. You got Narrate now.
Oni dělají trapu na C, ale oni nemají duelistu, který na to zahraje, co to je?
This round could be the checkmate, but
to paranoia sice flash ne, ale nemají gap close.
Zekken putting happy way to bed instantly.
Coconut and No Man now still to try and hold down the fort, but a showstopper can it connect? It will find Coconut.
Ne, to je disaster. Ty XLG jakoby to hrajou ještě na piču úplně totálně za mě, ale...
It was controlled chaos.
Because again, it's a comp you don't want to see XLG playing into trades and looking to find openers and stuff. You really want to sponge some of the hits coming through from Sentinels and rely on some of this cheese in terms of slowing things down, isolating players, getting them stuck in corners and whatnot. So I'd love to know Spix. I think
Cyphera na
across this year, XLG
double catch normálně, vole
from this map, 8 different compositions, but the defensive win rate actually sits sub 50%. I'd love to know the split actually on this composition.
Kde dělá hrozně moc? No ještě je to jakoby counter celkem na ten komp těch XLG, protože tam hodí jeden nade a zničí všechny trapy na světě, no.
On the defense. Has happened a few times, but not anomalies for sure.
Probléři to samý, ale... A ten nade je horší.
They can march it back, right? It's the slow and steady, round by round, figuring out those win cons, dealing with Happyway like it was nothing. In second here, I mean, he's... Oh.
Did you catch it just outside of the, obviously the save here?
Dobrý, Molík by the way, nevím, odkud přiletěl, ty piče.
We're back to obviously, yeah, I mean, it's, yeah.
Ah, look at that!
Huh?
Still fairly muted on stage, actually.
Yeah?
I mean, still, yeah.
Děkuju, Ačko.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, we're getting really down to the dregs of it.
Gaps in util. There's a Bulldog out, there's a Guardian out.
Okay, bang, back in. Ah, there we go. This is what we're waiting for, the consideration of it and the spray.
No.
It's desperate from Rarga, but it's still bang alive.
To říkal, že to nezdá prostě, ale oni mají actually util. Dáčku actually zaházíš, no.
Finally find their footing.
Yeah. A stark contrast here in terms of the trap that Sentinels walk into. Speaking of, John
Jo.
Head on to see. Nobody here.
Co jsem říkal?
On the back of them, but at least note their presence here as they progress into sight. An anti-Zekken trip above their heads.
There's no way, right? 2v4? 2v5, excuse me. And a res, 2v6?
Ale jestli projebou XLG, tak Patagot půjde do hola.
Stop it.
This could tie things up.
Nah. I get scared. I don't know why I'm scared. I shouldn't be scared. This is fine. Look at the utility. It should be fine. Yeah, John Cutie's dead and Coconut's there. It's all good. For a second there was a little bit of doubt in my mind. All good.
Anti-air trapa. Je tak?
Yeah. Scraping loose change together in terms of the buy. Come out with a flawless round.
Pro ně udělají úplně to samý, ty chceš, že úplně 1:1 to samý udělají.
Yeah, and actually the contrast to what I said in the previous round, this isn't the sort of comp that you want to see Sentinels stuck behind a Viper wall, trying to spam onto angles to try and... If Bang's DPing forwards, you got to cut your losses. You can't then commit into these corners in front of the wall, you're stuck in a slow, there's...
Když ta Deadlock nehraje na A s nima zas.
That's not how you want to see Sentinels approach an attacking round.
No, už běží.
But it's 1 out of the 5 that have been claimed. Is there repetition to be had? There's ults coming through here, though. This could be a big one. And zekken says, screw it, I'll do it again. Bang, same thing. Right back into it. No ults in the same way this time to be used.
Ta Deadlock, kámo.
Different scenario, but a similar outcome.
Co tady vaří?
Taking away Zelsis, who
Co vaří?
Big investment of the ult, but Rarga gets away.
Dobrý buráček, to je giga burák. Od Flygana. Ačku na retake. Jakoby chápu, je to 5v4, ale co říká jejich komp na retake je normálně generational troll. Jako mají fade ult, actually.
Going for this one. XLG a close enough buy. Still a Viva's ult here as well, and Happy Ways. Not forgetting Rarga's too.
Fade to ten týpek má dobrou pozičku, aby mohl dát ještě jeden frag.
zekken gonna look to maybe go a bit deeper. Securing safety on the plant potentially.
Určitě dá frag do toho sajtu, kámo.
And the first glance, Coconut. I mean, the guy's doing so damn well, but zekken's still in position. It's the rate who falls away.
Coconut, not.
And zekken now put into the 2v4 here. QT is captured. There's
Co to za sak? Odkud letěl? Oj. Oj, tady to smrdí třetí mapou, kámo. Adaptace byly made, chat, adaptace byly made. Ten A-fight, vole.
Of Sentinels, but up to 11 of XLG.
Chcete slyšet solve na tuto situaci pro Sentinels, by the way? Solve na tuto situaci pro Sentinels je port a race satchel insta double, insta peak. Schválně. Schválně, kámo, jestli přemýšlím jak oni. A risk je UC, takže... Je to fake A take a speed upnu do Cčka. Asi.
Trying to bait in with the TP here and then find something with the spam, but again a shift of focus, but drawing out a key piece of utility here.
Very, very different start. Zelsis.
There's no good start here though. I just keep looking back to the minimap. I'm just like, yeah, you do, yeah.
Pick your poison, right? Where do you want to head? So one of this A approach. So that's now back on the cards potentially. Whether or not they want to explore that, they've at least opened up the chance. Now, is this going to be a reclear? Zelsis. Oh, he's outdone. Viva. Sharp with it. A highlight even in map 1 in their loss there. Looking good here as well. And SEN now going to have to do it without Zelsis this round.
Got a couple of huge clutches for Sentinels, who are now left scrambling for something to pin their hopes. 30 seconds left on the clock. See the pings coming through there. Going to commit towards B.
That's physical.
John QT to maybe catch somebody.
Tady jde vypnout Britisher na YouTube ani.
Still util on this one. No man's still around as well. All going to come in. That's going to catch all 3 of them. Yeah, but maybe one left loose. That's going to be a quick pivot out, but 15 seconds. You can't run and you can't hide. There's no way you're getting away from this. The TP comes over. So they've got Coconut now on the side. 8 seconds.
Oni nejsou ever těch dveří, co to je? Tak to bylo výser roku! Replay tohle výseru, kámoš, okamžitě. Tak to byl výsher roku. A ty komentátoři jen tak to nechávají slidenout, kámo, ale tohle to jako... Tohle se nenechá slidenout, doufám. Čum na to. Ty píčo. Ty píčo. I ty jedna hráčům se tohle děje, no, čet. I ty jedna hráčům se tohle věci dějou.
If you were worried before, and maybe your woes were corrected after those 5 rounds, they're going to be returning now as Sentinels are being put through their paces. XLG finding the form they need in these last couple, showing what this composition can do, what it's tailor-made to do, to make these sites look near on impossible to hit.
Alex, nejsou to... Nebyl čas, tak to v té pohodě potom, tak ten Viv se nepočítá, co jsou. Alex, na Kicku ještě nejsou Riotiáci propojení. Ten wall boost. Co? On to slyšel. To je crazy to okolo. Kokos. Kokos. Jaj, papírová videohra. Joj. Lotar dával šparty na Kicku. Tak Lotar to má prostě v píči. A nechce se mi tomu věřit, kámo. Že to má až tak v píči.
There's no way expecting that, right?
Maybe somebody heard the wall.
Potentially, yeah.
But it's on the steps. It's just 1 or 2 steps up to see over the smoke.
Balls up, let's go.
What's that called?
Balls up.
Got it. Alrighty.
3 rounds left, guys.
Balls up.
Jordan.
9-12. I'll find you. We'll have to get that in the post-match interview. Find out what that one means.
Jaké gamesky?
Coming out as well. I'm not sure if that had been heard, maybe.
Znáš mě, Aleši.
Again, the one that was isolated previously, disconnected now, and Sentinels maybe a little bit of wind in their sails. Again, you get to this point, you're asking the question: where is that util? Where are they looking to trap us?
This could be some nice timing, actually. Zelsis putting a question mark over towards the C side of the map, while for this close view, Madman.
Madman.
Got to be cautious here.
Šílený chlap.
On the corner, Narrate could just spam through this, really. Very aware of their lines, but up close and personal. Didn't expect the repeat from Viva.
GG or not GG?
Them right now. Baxter's taken down, and John QT gets
tenhle týpek, kámo, s těma volama. Jak už týpci čekají, že je na tom na té vole, ne? Jak už to prefirovali. Kokos, kámo, je nebezpečný. A šťastný Vej taky. Ajajajajajaj, kam šel ten John QT na vycházku? Patonožík! Není na to si vzít nožík do ruky. Miluju to.
Again, the fact they've got to 12, it doesn't even, well, you want to close the map out for sure, but in terms of the finances, yeah, you know you can commit towards.
Kokos.
Worry about any sort of death.
Ty jsi taky. Kokos.
Well, actually, I didn't spot that. Yeah, they're actually way worse off than I was thinking in terms of the purchase here. So
the 11, and swift work from Zekken. It's Rarga to go down, but Noman's still on his trail, right? He still wants this one, and he gets his reward.
Champions,
Natik. And they're still on the fight. These were the rounds they get.
Neprohrou proti Lobaj.
Back on Abyss for, but a 4v4, and Sen come out a little battered and bruised, but still alive.
Do have the pit, the rate one away.
Nac dneska, kamo, dělal overtime. EDG letí domů, EDG to je disaster, kámo, no. To je crazy, actually. Si představ.
Not going to catch again here. It goes down. It's going to spread pretty wide across site as well. That's basically everything in terms of possible plant locations covered now for SEN. Zelsis in the raid tucked on the outside of it as well.
Yeah, Zelsis got to go kind of big here, I feel like. And he's already done very well with one. Buying time on the second.
Zelsis usol. Uprostřed míření usol. Jo, už nemůžu.
I mean, wait, hold on, Happyway, what you got for us here? You're gonna pop the ult on it. Zekken,
ultinka dobrá, ale teďka mu bude chybět, pokud tohle kolo prohrajou, tak je to overtime. A je to overtime. Ta safe rutina je questionable. Dost. Myšlenku chápu a tak dále, ale no. Gambička to byla taková, no, 50-50 gambička. Nebylo to špatný, ale mít jí teďko ten týpek, tak by to bylo příjemnější. Si myslím.
Round 24, the final of regulation. No man, a ton of damage done. Actually, even just off the decay, sorry, attack coming through. Well, maybe he was going to get
ale jako NT, no, bylo to NT.
It's all right for now. And a tempo shift, it looks like SEN pacing back towards C.
Yeah, no ults here, and nothing really on the cards for them. XLG, another one where I guess they've just...
Teď mi ten Cypher nehraje od jednako na penízečko, ale overall. Oj. Tak co? Poslední kolo? Nebo jdeme do OT? No. Phantom. To je laser, ten Phantom. Má ultinu deadlock. On dostal ultinu z toho killu. A chytil karateho. Zelsis vysral, GG. Jdeme na třetí mapu, co ti jebe? Co ti jebe, kámo, to děláš prdel si, ne? To děláš prdel si prostě. Takže tady vidíme Sentinels, jednu mapu od toho, aby jeli domů. Je beru zpátky, ty lidi se tolik nezměnili. Tady dneska dnešní fotka už vypadá jinak. Na dnešní fotce lidi vypadají už... OK, vypadají dost... Dost podobně. Bot sis? Kámo, víš, jakou musí mít pressure na sobě, ty kokote? Strašnou, ale... Obří. No.
As long as I'm good enough, everybody's getting a 4K. I can go as far as I want.
That's what I like to see, baby.
Teďko prostě sedí můj spolužácký reunion, kámo, tam tady vole v Plzni někde na jídle, ty koko. Příští reunion už bych tam mohl taky se podívat. Za dalších 5 let, chat. Teďko do Německa. Za 5 let. Se uvidíme. Jsi z Plzně, yes sir. Original made from Pilsen. Fellas. Tak. Haven co? Já vůbec něco hraju ty XLG za komp na Havenu, se nechám překvapit. Nebudu se ani dívat na VLR. Tam zněl být? Ne, ještě není ten čas, Miamizu. Ještě není ten čas. Ale přijde ten čas. Jako Čenda, měl jsi nějak pikem vůbec, kámo. Můžu se podívat potom na můj pikem, jak to vypadá. Jak moc jsem piči. Video otázka, myslíš, že EU hráč může hrát pro třeba v Koreji? No úplně v pohodě, EU hráči jsou jakoby v jiných regionech. Ale tak jakoby zrovna v Koreji je těžký zahrát, protože by musel umět korejsky. Chci ukázat zvou sama? Chci se ukázat až... Až budu mít dobrý příběh na vyprávění. Až budu mít co nejlepší příběh na vyprávění. Tak, teďko ten příběh je dobrý. Teďko je dobrý. Chci ho udělat výborný a potom můžeme tam konverzovat. Teďko je to... Working season, not the upping season.
I felt like Sentinels was gonna maybe have a read. It was the complete opposite. They were really clueless on what to do in these post plans. There was nothing they could do. They could not get any space. They were giving more space than they should have. It was so difficult for them, even into that second half. It seems like it relied on big ultimates to take that space because otherwise it was going to be all about the Sentinels.
There was some cool tech as well if we take a look at round 4 and 7 here.
Kicku je pěkná, no, ten napravo.
Destroys the trip, of course. It triggers the sensor. It's so smart, right? But they did this a lot in their post spawns. They won a criminal damn amount of attack size for a triple senti comp.
Obě jsou pěkný
you
ofice.
would think it's the other way around, but it's just every single time they got the spike planted, they were playing post plant, and you see how well the utility was working together. Even besides, you know, that that we're seeing right now for that utility, that Sage was also crucial. There was 1-2 rounds where we saw Sentinel being very late trying to break down the utility throughout the map, and then you have a Sage on A that is, you know, you have 15 seconds left, there's nothing you can do, and then that Sage is going to delay you even more.
Yeah, there were so many situations where it just came down to such a close, you know, one.
Jak se to rozlišuje, BTV?
And sometimes they were hitting their shots, sometimes they weren't hitting their shots. You gotta
feel
a little bit sorry for themselves. Could have taken them to OT.
It felt like Sentinels were going to close it out there, but I mean, they have to reset. After that, especially a loss like that, when you know you almost come back after the 9-3, you're going to take it to overtime, and then
ten fit tomu napomáhá.
Zekken, it just felt like he had infinite util, right? Like another nade and then another 4 ultimates out of him, and he had a prime Zekken map performance. This is the Zekken that we wanted to see, but it just wasn't enough in the end.
It wasn't enough. There were some opportunities, and this is what I was talking about. When Sentinels were trying to take that space on the attack side,
dneska dlouhý hry, dneska maximální amount map, overtime dlouhý hry, dneska nejdelší watch party podle mě, akorát první poslední nebyl.
Outside of that, when they didn't have those ultimates, they could not get anything done.
How do they recover from this? Because, you know, Haven is next.
I think Haven is a little difficult. It's a map that I actually used to really like for Sentinels. It got tricky, but both of the teams should be playing the same composition, so I feel like now you have an understanding of...
Tady máte na full screenu, kdo je nevidíte přes moji webku.
If we get that on Haven, my goodness. But of course the stakes are the same, right? Dan, they're fighting for elimination and XLG, and again, if they're able to win Haven, their chances...
Tomáš, ty si cheatoval, kámo?
Yeah, and because you don't know what's going to happen on the other side, but for Sentinels...
Čauko, Myšáku, dej si moje jméno, dej Vašek, Valorant, ban a najdeš videjko na YouTube určitě.
Where's Mimi? She's actually standing by for a report on XLG's comp.
Yeah, hi. That whole first half I was listening into XLG's communication. This is a team that has a lot of questions around them, I think. It's a VCT
Sentinels mají na sebe takovou pressure, to si piš.
80% of the time in English. They're IGL Vivo. When I was listening, I think he's a leader who does a lot of big picture ideas. This is a really nerdy team. They have a lot of strats, especially when they're playing this triple Sentinel comp that we just saw in Lotus. And he's generally picking from kind of a big picture default they're going to do and how he wants to end that round. But he's not the only one adding ideas. Noman does a ton to flesh that out, add a lot of the micro into the team. But he's more than just helping out in that regard or making sure his teammates are double swinging when he's dead in these late rounds. But he's also the vibe. Zelsa said it at the beginning of the show. He thinks Noman might be the one to replace him. I can corroborate that. Anytime this guy gets a 2K or a 3K, and you know this if you're a VCT CN viewer, he's standing up and just yelling 2K, 3K.
Máš šílené oči.
And even outside those moments, he's bringing such incredible positivity.
A to prostě nevíš, jako že OK, jaký má ta slečna, vole, jakoby kvality, chápeš? Třeba ta předchozí může být víc jako for fun girl, a tohle může být jako zlepší do života, kámo, to nevíš.
The coach had a very specific thing to relay to their star player Rarga. Did that in Russian. Well, this is a big game. XLG want to stay in VCT CN. A win here would put them a lot closer, but we're going to Haven, and you're going back up to the desk.
Thank you very much.
I'm like crazy eyes.
That, Mimi. It's great to hear that, you know, Noman is living up to that hype, man. But what I really love and respect about the vibes guy on the other side, Zelsis, is that he will not let what on Lotus get to him.
Let's go.
He's going to be there standing up. He's going to give all of his energy, and he's going to think about the mistakes later. And that is exactly the type of player that you need right now.
Máš malé dioptrie?
You still are facing elimination potentially.
Kámo, podle mě jsou docela průměrný.
More experienced players. This is something that they always talk about on the Sentinel side. Those losses, they allow them to learn how they need to deal with those emotions, especially on this third map.
I think you might be right about the mirror comp, by the way.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Rarga
there's so much to be said about SEN's defense, though. But for XLG, we haven't seen them play this comp globally, but in VCTCN at least they have been farming.
They were really good. I believe they were.
Kámo, já chodím na dopravku na Karlovarskou v Plzni a to je spojený se Zdravkou a tam jsou baddies TPC. Kámo, tak jim řekni o Valorantu.
One player that always pops off on this map is
Nary.
It doesn't matter
jak moc je slepé, 1,5.
exactly how the round is going to start out. In those
1,5, ale
a key for success of Sentinel, so I feel like if Sentinels want to stay alive,
ale je to nějaký, že mám 1,5 očí, ale kvůli tomu, že jsem hodně na kompu, tak mi dali 1,25 a zároveň mi dali ještě plus 1,25, nekecám, minus 1,25, ale dali tam plus 0,5 nějaký cylindry kvůli světlu. Nevím, takže
in map 3.
Tak,
There's a chance that was the biggest challenge, right? That map that was so back and forth as well, trying to deny that comeback happening for Sentinel. So yeah, if you're like gaming, you're feeling pretty good.
Já chodím na obchodku na IT, to asi tam pořád vidím. Obchodka IT, tak tam bude kamaráde Rarga krát 10.
I don't know who's going to take this one. I don't think anybody in the world can predict who is going to win this, so I'm just going to send this back into game. Take it away, Pansy and Hypok.
Thank you so much. And yes, the fact we are here on a map 3 between these two has certainly turned heads. I think a lot of us expecting high things.
Vůbec nevím, Ruška, kámo.
I think Sue just kind of alluding to something.
Slova se ptáš někoho, kdo chodil na školu naposledy před 7 lety a chodil jsem na všeobecný gimpl, kámo. Nevím, kámo, co děláte na oborových středních školách. To je na křivo do piči, by the way, ten stojan. Co ti je, vole? No nic, třetí mapa, dámy a páni. Sentinel možná fakt pojedou domů. Double Sova, Double Viper, Double Neon, Double Killjoy a Double Omen, takzvaný mirror comp. Zrcadlový. Mirror, zrcadlo.
Now Sentinels, they've been in pressure situations before.
To je ideální typ ženy, nemám typ. Nemám typ, kámo. A tě hodná, vole, NV Tolkien. Ale, kámo, víno z Tolkiena do Berlína a to, chápeš. Shock darts.
Weaken any sort of sight hit that XLG Gonna try and put together here. Now walking into potentially the setup between zekken and Bank. Or high-low with John QT to join the party.
Jestli hraje neon, tak to je scraps.
How long does their patience last? Quite some time, it seems. Rarga, first man in. No way!
Co udělal jim ten Rarga, kámo? Pablo měl zprávu normálně.
That is devastating work right off the rip. And now, well, Happyway's just got one straight through smoke, spots down another. Rarga's on a tear, ladies and gents.
Rarga si dělá dobrý den. Nikdy jsi nebyla v Plzni? Jak to máš daleko? Prahy? Jako ve slajdu dal by the way toho prvního. To byl goated timing, co našli ty XLG boty. To byl strašně dobrý call, kámo. Holy shit. Holy.
Fired up. You gotta be fired up from that. Sentinel's gonna feel that weight on their shoulders now. 4-play stack down C-long. Just the paranoia off the back of slightly deeper contact. And all in the meantime, XLG.
Yeah,
the right choice.
Yeah, wide open B site here. It's only classics, absolutely no investment from the side of Sentinels.
Můžeme si ho říct SEN and Tunnels, Downfall, to je SEN jako China and Tunnels, kam nechápu vůbec. Jo, nově udělali tady, jmenuje se to, jak se jmenuje, ale to je prostě celá arena, kámo v Plzni, no. A jezdí se normálně Dodo, vole, všichni sem jezdí, kámo to promovat. To je káček, tohle to nic.
To find every kill necessary here, just Zelsis and John QT left and much of a say here.
Karle, Gargamel střih, jsme se bavili.
It's fine.
We'll remove some of the weaponry. Coconut has to just hold on to a pistol.
Okay. The thing is that it doesn't seem to matter in my mind how XLG win these rounds. It's the fact that they do.
Get them on the board. Yeah.
Exactly. Confidence builders.
Get them involved.
And pressure the Sentinels. Right? That's all it is. Now, would I normally hold teams to like a higher standard of, you know, how clean they run out these rounds? Sure. And I'd love to do that. But for now, this starts going outside of the norm, right? When you're in a map 3 elimination game, you're not looking for the, you know, the most clean execution in the world. You're looking to get scrappy.
Na pivko jsem.
Do pivovaru, to je jasný. Rarga still has that phantom as well. Early contact towards C and the turret removed.
Bonus. Jedna zbraň na bonus.
Try and sit back a little bit.
To mělo být clean od Sentinels toto.
Just play towards control here.
A neměli by náhodou hrát kámo Killjoyku do té Viper, volím. Je tady mini. Kterou náhodou. Podle mě by měla být jako Killjoy, ale nebo na shortu, vole, nevím, prostě nějaký jiný setup. Tohle ten setup, kámo. No.
Nah, this guy is sharp now. Starting to feel out the game just right. Narrate trying to stick around on site. Might be a little dangerous as Bang trying to drift forward too. He's been spotted though, Rarga. Reveal.
Zničili revealka. Tento revealek si ukradnou, protože mu možná nemohli zničit. Kažka mu hodil ten šulín. Jestli poznám Miniho do studia. Za prvé, Mini může přijít do studia, kdy chce. A za druhé, tady Mini není. Mu dal co za pík, by the way se postavil, kámo, z toho slajdu, ale to je taková stračka. Myšáku jakoby klidně, ale Mini tu není. Mini dneska odpočívá, myslím, z GF. Alešek, nevím, co dělá. Muffin taky pracuje. Benji si tam užívá z Baddies ve Francii. Anita skrimuje. No. To je život prostě. Osamělý.
to do much with this. As you can already see how deep bangs.
Jo, hruška, mini se to tam dal kámo za 5 centů, jakoby ty battle passy. To je insta ruinovačka, insta. Benji chopped, Benji je actually v primeu jak chopped. On it kudos studia, Bobby.
Again, 50 seconds of garbage time here.
Right timing on clearing with that Aldron's nice. It allows those eyes to stay trained on this side. Remove a little bit of that paranoia. Maybe just position safe for it.
I mean, you can just tuck outside B as well now, even if he does lurk. Again, it's going to buy so much time if they assume Happyway shift walking around the map. John QT actually on the hunt now.
Oh, he might absolutely wreck this. Do you remember a knife from a similar sort of position at one point? No?
No, I choose not to.
Jo, koště 18 let.
John QT.
Was it Vanity and Soulcast?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Happyway's position.
Ten největší moment celkosovou kariéry, by the way, ten whiff.
Don't think anyone's
Na
going to
spawnu.
go any further.
Chceš.
That's about as far as you get.
Pík tvojí kariéry mít dojebanou situačku.
Yeah, absolutely.
As possible.
Máš nás?
Opting to just live is
Je
the
tak.
call here. Keep that rifle for himself. It's the first fight back we've seen from Sentinels now.
Klasický VCT. Postupně, kámo, postupně, ruška.
I think previously being caught towards double doors by Zelsis.
Just a comms exercise for us. Good drill family.
Family.
Around Zelsis, yeah, well, yeah.
Nevím, kdy je bude 18 knocks, actually.
Finding no man inside the smoke.
To je pravda, ona nemůže sem ani. To je actually pravda, ona nemůže na VCTčko to. Kvůli sponzorům. Jsme nemohli vlastně s Aleškem koukat předtím, když mu bylo 17 ještě. Bývávalo. To je čistka, ale...
Let's kind of touch base though. Zekken has been struggling to get on the board here. Now that's a rare sentence, I feel I'm saying.
Yeah, you see him lose out opening duels, period.
He's a fantastic player, we know his capability. For now it's not being an issue, right? You've got Narrate filling that gap, filling that void. I worry if it does become a problem later into this.
Player standing. Spike down.
I think John QT actually going to be the top of the board here. He was, what, 5-1 in the previous.
To je disgusting ten angle z longu píkovat do těch graffiti. Chtěl chillovat tady Vix trošku, chtěl trošku si tahat za něj, kámo. Hlavně jakoby si dal pauzu v píku. Oni vyhráli event, ne? A potom si dal pauzu z toho, jakoby, chápeš. Skoro úplně nejvíc udělal. Jak Jirka Král, kámo. Jak Jirka Kára.
More pivotal rounds in terms of the economy and the way some of the previous rounds had played out.
Jsem to posílal, ale Paťas tady.
Interested to see what the adjustment is here.
Kde vzal Pati tu fotku, mi Paťas pošla fotku, jak Benji v tom novém merči posílá fakáče. Teda na Twitter Benji. Odkud je ta fotka, že jsem mi poslal Paťa teďko, prostě Benji tam je v té bundě a ukazuje fakáče na kameru, co to kurva je. No nic, on může používat KC Classic? Ne. On mu nestřílí, kámo. Ale je napsem mysl? Na Viper ultinu? Takže já tady koukám hodinu, pak se podívám na chvilku na telefon, na pičovinu, co mi pošle Paťas a je tam line-up, jo? Tak to je top. Nasoval long. Já mám 50 různých, kámo, na 50 různých způsobů už mám, kámo, tuhle ty špagety carbonara, volím.
We'll see a set piece come through.
Yep. So in we are. Respect given enough, and the ult on top. Okay. trying to construct some security. That must have been a relatively decent line, or maybe even spotted slightly over the top of that pit. Positioning from Coconut, but Wild, he's trying to stay up here, but it's worked well. Zekken finally gets himself on the board, trying to stride back in towards the B site. That Viper's Pit is a nuisance, though. It is a problem. Zekken starting to show off what he can do. Takes away Rarga. The back line is a problem they have to try and clear.
Shogar dobrý.
Shock Dart goes in. There's the layers to this happy way.
Ale reveal, ultinu, to je konec.
XLG have done enough. JonQT wants nothing to do with it. Time to back away and save, as this strength from XLG is a lovely note. That B site they've got a great plan for.
Yeah, not necessarily something to repeat in terms of the
Viper ulti na dobe je
here with Happy Way able to tuck himself outside of the side.
No vezme úplně všechno ta ultina. Vím na to. Ta ultina vezme, že úplně všechno, kámo. That's disgusting.
Like I said, having that pocket outside of sight, Sentinels have to walk so far through it. Obviously then decay becomes a factor as well.
Oh, Operator. So something new added to the Sentinels arsenal. It's going to be a position now. Okay, A-Long having mixed results from here, but this is a classic spot for this man. Does get
anime fight.
This is at the 1 minute 30 mark. That is a big bit of damage to achieve.
It's a TP off the cards here, but Rarga and Viva still ultimates in hand. Happy Way, no man, looking to maybe create a bit of pressure elsewhere.
That alarm bot's still in place. Zelsis can at least keep his full attention on long.
Yeah, Zekken actually faking the steps away, so he's still towards A-Link, just in case there is confirmation elsewhere, but XLG didn't really make a move on that, so Sentinels aren't necessarily going to be feeling the pinch.
It's going to be Narrate still here, bang on the A site, and this regroup from XLG. Silently.
A late Ačko na Havenu je disgusting věc.
Narrate shouldering that.
Full RNG, kámo, kdo vyhraje ten duel. A nejdou kontakt, nejdou. Reveal, kámo, nevím kam padl, ale vyhrál kolo. Kecam. A byl dobrý.
Bang showing validity after a rough couple of maps. There's no man left with really no options with 15 seconds. Spike down. Did get back, but that's about it.
Se pobiči Husáku. Co ty je Husáku? Ahoj, Žanetko. Hello. Ale Ben, kámo, je zpět.
Stop the flood from really reinforcing Rarga's pressure.
30 seconds left.
Prd.
Once he gets in this position, yeah, Bang just threads the needle.
Good stuff from Bang. Again, it looked a little bit weary in map 2. You know, I feel like Bang's always your safe pair of hands, and he just wasn't quite that cornerstone, but this is a much nicer look from him. Rarga, no stranger to aggression now. Still looking to find the gap close towards A. It would be this time Narrate.
Kdo vyhraje?
On the other side. That's a big load of info.
Nic. Vypadá, kdyby byl NMA, kámo, nevím proč tam... Jsem viděl barvičku, kámo si říkal, že to pičis tam provolokoval nějak týpek ze shortu. No to je jedno. Nevím, kámo. Zase nevím, kámo, ohledně toho kompu. Je to atak mapa, ale ta Viper na defendu je úplně disgusting. Jakože hezčí hrajou ty Sentinels, no. Sentinels to hrajou hezky. A tady máš záda. Než v Sentinels je JonQT.
Broken purchase.
Now obviously Sentinels down to
to tak cykl, kámo.
The retake here has little legs to it. It's going to require Zekken to go absolutely huge. JonQT actually finds one though.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Někdo skápe ve slidu, či já to úplně vidím, týpek slidne a dá ve slidu.
Not a full buy. We're near at full strength, but JonQT tries to dive down. It's Narrate to draw blood, but no man this time.
Vidí, jak vytáhl slide, když ho týpek píkoval. Tak je úplně mimo.
Really great work from XLG. Yeah, much safer lockdown position here. Zelsis almost just being spectated.
Halus, taky chtěl TikToku.
Yeah, I mean,
Venča. Huh? Kokot.
A little more energy down on stage.
Hey, kokot.
Almost quite surprised to see it. I mean, once the Hunter's Fury doesn't connect and find massive amounts of value there, Sentinels almost throw caution to the wind to even attempt that. It's, I guess, reading into the lesser purchase a little more, but those retakes are so hard towards A.
Oh, getting away with it twice. He was rewarded last time he was up there top side on B, but now very much handled. Quick learning from the XLG side, checking on the other side of the wall, and that late presence from Happyway. Narrate's not going to get the
Můžou už prohodit tu killjoyku k tomu Ačku, nebo jakoby kolik kol na to ještě projebou chat? Si říkám, potom tom kole je timeout a na kolu je tam kapelen, že ta killjoy bude dál nebo do shortu a bude hrát moje Ačko, kurva. Bude se lokovat Cčko nějak jinak, kámo, než turetou. Zajímá mě ještě, co tě zaujalo na Valorantu, jestli ho začal hrát už betě a stále od toho nepouštíš. To říkal už hodněkrát, kámo, ale... Nebudeš hodně, jak to řeknu možná znova. Ale všechno to je dohledatelný na YouTube, actually. Od prvního dne Valorantu jsem šel vydávat. Ebooky a Battle Passy a všechno budou posílat zase, až budou off days Champions, takže 23. Z jakýho, kámo, 22. Někdy je nejbližší off day.
Remove one of the rifles, doesn't know Zelsis.
Oh! Timeout, 100% musí být timeout.
But I want to see it nonetheless. That was quick. Okay, 5-4. I'm getting a little nervous here for Sen.
Záleží, kdy jsi to vyplňoval, Jenčo.
Like a little nervous.
Nebo jsem to posílal 16. když byl ten off day. Ten je ostrý, kámo.
Yeah, okay, this team might...
Hey, that confidence they're saying they don't have is really starting to show down on that stage.
It certainly is, and they've pulled out the timeout, right? Like, it ain't looking great from Sen. It feels like, yes, they've been able to keep up, but it hasn't
Byla to například dost zkusit pro nové hře. Ještě jako timeout, který jsem řekl, že bude by the way, schválně se bude Killjona, tak prostě jsem streamoval lolko předtím, že jo, rok v kuse. A přišlo mi logický, proč by na mě lidi měli koukat, mimo moji personalitu nebo takhle. Jakoby, že bych v té hře, co hraju, měl být nejlepší. A v lolku jsem začínal jako Gold 2. Za rok jsem dal Dia 1 a pořád jsem cítil, že tam jsou, kámo, levels jak svině. A furt je tady, tu dobu byl Snappy v Primu, Opat, nebyl v Primu, ale byl tu. A kamarádil jsem se s Randomem, nevím, jestli znáte Randoma v lolku, hráč. A tím, jak jsem hrál pár hry s ním, tak jsem jakoby cítil, že tam jsou levels, že tam jsou další, kámo, roky grindu, abych, ne že rok další, ale že roky, abych byl aspoň close k té úrovni. On oznámili Project A, v září 2019 už to oznámili, to bude jak CSko, jenom s abilitama. A já na CSku mám už jakoby 5k hodin, tak oh shit, to byl full pre-fire. Jsem věděl, že když se toho chytnu od prvního dne, a věděl jsem, že Rod se na to nevyjebe, tak v tom může být nejlepší. Basically. Takže mentalita od začátku byla, že v tom chci být nejlepší. Neopouštím od toho kvůli tomu, že bych potom nebyl nejlepší. A ještě teď tady jsou levels, kámo, furt tam jsou levely, které se můžou pušovat.
Very ready for that want to get an extra body down, right? That's what you want. In a 2v4, you want to catch someone on a rotation or a push up and try and get a punish on that. And he's really doubling down on this.
Vladimír Kasadin.
Oh God, no man. This is audacious. They're so aware.
Ok, jenže tak...
His options now become limited.
To jsem ti to ještě neposílal.
Is it enough for Viva? The lockdown is going to be
to musí být generational clutch od Vivy.
The flank is on the way. He can't do it. That was off the back of brilliance from zekken. We were waiting to see that hit, right? We were waiting for a round.
Tak šup jsem ty na to už se schopí, kámo. To nemůžu vyhrát ten event do piče by the way Sentinels, pokud tady hrajou close XLG. Děkuji, děkuji.
But that was a nice little aimers moment from him. Very nice.
Jako v Česku za poslední roky jsem zaklepat, se podařilo vyhrát, že všechno, co šlo. Díky bohu. Takže... Chápeš, to je prostě... Přirozeným vývojem to potřebujeme posunout. Vystišný kick, onion, čauko. Dobrá hra. Dobrý double kill. Kolik máš earnings vala? No, to máš na Liquipedii, když si mě najdeš. A Valorant není moc nasypaná hra price poolama. Na Valorantu si lidi vydělají v úvozovkách, vydělají ne price poolama, výplatama od týmu. Ale spíš jakoby celkově nevydělají, no. Valorant mimo ty redičku je extrémně nevydělečná hra.
Sentinels up here for the retake. Again with the paranoia not even burning up on the way in. Further problems.
Dine, pokud myslíš jako strávený čas na té hře, tak 15 000. To je celý Riot? Je to možný, kámo, že v LoLku taky nejsou moc peníze, no. Jakože mimo tier 1. Co ti jebe, to je videohra. Pro borce, to je videohra. Nula reakcí. Jo, Neonka třeba nerf jako 100%.
Well, it is worrying, isn't it? Because this is still Sentinels, you know what I mean? Like, and a double operator against him. Oh dear, Rarga this time though, warded away. That's a lot of firepower. Just down towards C. And they want to pivot fast, they're going to hear
Let me cook, Lappy, let me cook.
Honestly, the turret might be an issue.
God, he dealt with that.
Nah, you don't get one here. You don't get one here. You don't, Rarga, you're 10 HP, bro.
Yes, he's got one. Zekken again.
How is Rarga getting away?
Azii tier 2 sype i v Americe, actually, no. Tier 2, být tier 2 v Americe ve Valorantu, tak seš milionář. V těch lepších tier 2 týmech. Exter, vole, Popin, Kinzera, že jo.
What's the plan here? Go to their deaths, it looks like. Pop on the ult, but no one about here. Bang and John QT. It's looking like 7.
7-5, kámo.
John QT holding his breath here, praying for miracles. And I don't think anyone's answering right now. XLG
7-5.
7-5.
Sentinels
looking lost for an answer.
Primed and loaded here on the decider.
Sentinels looking lost.
2-round advantage here in the first half. Let's see how this pans out. We'll be right back after the break.
They're still looking lost. Piče, jaký song, ty debile? Kámo, to kradem, ne? Aura chemistry. Kámo, ty koko. Jak to má na Spotify? To tebe jak underground song? To je crazy, tohle najdou prostě pod nějakýma tagama nebo nevím. Jestli máš 15k na valu, tak to máš cca 8 hodin za každý den v kuse, to je extrém. No. Dominiku, za poslední týden, nedělám si piču, za poslední týden třeba je to každý den, že je 14 hodin. Takže ono se to jakoby nastřádá rychle, no. Ten Valouš už je venku by the way 3,5 roku, ne, teda 5,5 roku. Ty to máš 365 krát 5 plus 180 krát 8, 16 hodin, no. První rok jsem hrál určitě každý den, ležit každý den bez výjimky, první rok jsem hrál 12 hodin denně, každý den. Já jsem si nastakoval za první rok 2 kámo takových hodin. Viděl jsem tu kauzu hodně Davide, to je crazy, no.
I said, yeah, they looked all right against Paper X, but you wouldn't put them in this category. A lot of people were waiting to see if Rarga would be there, the big man step in. I think it's been a
Včera, když jsem hrál deathmatche, tak jsem dodělal 990 level, kámo. Chybí mi 10 levelů. To vychází průměrně tak 3 týdny. 3, max 4 týdny a budu mít level 1000, ty kokot. Level 1000, kámo. What the fuck. What the fuck. Bych mohl udělat nějaký memorial reels s nějakýma starýma klipama nebo něco, nějakou kompilaci, kámo. Jakože level 1000 je... Není level cap, není level cap. Ale to musí brát potaz to, že tohle třeba, já tohle beru taky do toho, že se věnuju Valorantu. Do podvědomí, všechno se mi to dostává do podvědomí, kam se tady děje, čum. A tohle mi nedělá levely, chápeš? A je Viktor. Tam nějaký fake Viktor mi jako posílal friend request na Discordu, but
down to just 9 HP now.
Oh my god, this flank though. There's no pressure left on towards the site. Viva doesn't need to do too much here. If he just pauses, holds this space, they've got them boxed in, but that curiosity is mounting. Oh my god.
Oh, to je timing. 1v1. S kamerkama. Oh.
Yeah, but now with No Man being basically absent in this round, full HP, John QT down to 40.
How does he play this? John QT, a great mind for the game. But now the timing from No Man is quick to this. He did quite well here. But John QT opting to take a look down long.
He's given up.
Wants to clear behind.
Given up line of sight as well on the spike.
Yeah, this is a really risky position.
Jestli dá turretu na topside a když defovat, kámo, tak je v píči ten John QT. To je actually nejlepší play podle mě, jo.
I don't know if I like this.
I like this, no. Jako I určitě like this. To je jako, topside by byl ještě lepší, by the way. Ale tohle je mrtka. Kámo, sticknout bombu. Na oficiálu nejde do píče, chápeš? To prostě nejde, kámo. 99krát zesta, kámo. To prostě nejde, to si nikdo nelajzne. To si prostě žádný hráč podvědomě nelajzne, že by mu stickl v 1v1 bombu. Prostě to za ty roky to mám nasledovaný, kámo. Jako stojí. To prostě píchneš, kámo. A ještě měl určitě info, že je nahitovaný, nebo se nahitoval sám, ne? Já mám 3K na valu, 500 na CS, byl jsem hru od Radiantu, pak už jsem to nehrál tolik, ale si Mortal na je brutální step. Jo, Dominik, tak to je, kámo... To je... strašně dobrou přirovnání měl Muffin vždycky. To je jak když jsi prostě tlustej, jakože hodně tlustej, jsi prostě morbidně obézní. Oj. Jsi morbidně obézní, kámo. A rozhodneš se, protože to se děje. Vyhraný EKček.
I can't believe the scenes.
Jako oba jsou low.
Spike's still down.
A rozhodneš se, že zhubneš, jo, tak to je prostě, když jsi novej do Valorantu, jsi Iron 1. Tak prostě instantně jakoby skazuješ ty killa jakoby hodně. To samý, když prostě začneš novej s Valorantem, tak z Ironu poletíš pravděpodobně nahoru prostě. Do goldu. No a potom prostě to začne zpomalovat, že jo. A když jsi Immortal, tak už jsi prostě jako in shape. A vole, připravuješ se pomalu prostě na Olympii, vole. Takže ty pokroky jsou extrémně těžký a malinký. Z Immortal do Radiantu je to... To 100% nejtěžší, co máš Valorantu, je Immortal 3 do Radiantu, prostě rank up, jakoby. Ale i tak se mnou lidi budou furt hádat, že nejtěžší je, vole, jejich platina. Co to je? Proč řvali tak předem? Proč řvali tak moc předem? To byl fake řev? To byl fake řev v týmu, podle mě. Oni dělali, že stykuje. Čum. Podle mě to udělali, kámo. To byl úplně divný timing i s crowdem, to nebyl crowd, nebo? To byl fake řev. No co? Jo, řval, kámo, kdo tam řval? Jo, Jary. Je to dobrý, Martine, kamo. Je individuální, ale jakoby 60 hodin je strašně málo, takže je to dobrý. Happy Way in the meantime catches Zelsis, but bang, teed up to succeed. Looks towards backside, but a little late to that one. Happy Way was still there, fine with it. So fast. Rarga, how are you behind them? Fuj! Ty vole! Ty vole! But it's Happy Way who's the immovable object, and zekken this time given no time to try and clutch up again.
Again.
Chaos, bro.
Just so fast and furious now. XLG.
Divočinky. Jak se jmenoval in-game, Dominik? Jak se jmenoval in-game?
Of this decided map.
Happy Way má strašně dobrý aim, ty pičo. Až na tuhle ten výser. Vidíš to, Vikču? Tak to. Do Immortalu. Obědí, tak to mi neříká. Počkej, ale kámo, jak tady hrajou takhle close. Mám 15 celkově a v kompetu 800. Co to bereš? To bereš podle trackeru? Já mám na trackeru, kámo, oh shit. Já mám na trackeru třeba 5000. Ale jakože, chápeš. Nehrál jsem 5000. No jsem fakt nehrál 5000. To vycházelo 3 hodiny denně, kámo. 3 hodiny hrajou ty vole jenom farma.
A flawless to throw in the mix.
Yeah. Well, let's just take a pause for thought here, just for a second.
Kaž, kolik ukazuje tracker?
Sentinels historically.
Tracker prostě započítává čistý čas, co si strávil v každém kole, jakoby. Dokonce jenom 3600 mi to ukazuje tady. 6300 zápasů, ty koko. Kolik mi chybí deathmatchů, by the way? 90 deathmatchů, mám 10 000 deathmatchů.
In terms of champions here and next year as well.
But it ain't over till it's over with Sentinels, we know that. Oh, but
talent.
Zekken! He's been given nothing.
Another first ever, he doesn't even have a say in the matter.
Oh. That's got to be gutting for him as well.
Narrate sitting double negative as well.
And look at this confidence now coming into play, right? Taking space down C long, starting to actually play the map.
Here's the steps as well. Should set things in motion elsewhere across the map.
He's still looking too. Still got that alarm bot. Now he knows they're going to progress here, right? They've broken past that line. How far does he want to go? Not too much further. Maybe happy enough with this.
Tohle smrdí, by the way.
To overcome here, but Zelsis can't really make progress elsewhere because that will leave the back door open in terms of
Zekken 10-15, kámo. Zítra ještě projebou G2 proti Demo jedna vole a jakoby... Naschle, NA rovná se near airport.
But Viva's got a lot of work. He's still got his dart, so could be fine for this one. Gonna be forced to slip probably through the wall.
Co ti jebe, full zaběhu, full.
He still lives. This is wild stuff.
Do smoku dal dalšího.
Suffering a similar fate here.
Kámo, to je jakoby heartbreaking tohle docela. To je heartbreaking. A Semona? Tak jako by ty jsi mu to udělal, ok Dominiku, ty jsi mu to udělal. Já si Acemona pamatuju z VLR, kámo. Acemon má chudák jakoby nejhorší VLR CSK podle mě. Protože... Myslím, že to byl Acemon, kámo. Protože prostě první VLR zápas potkal nás v Primeu, jakoby. Benjim. Ano. Ty jsi mu to udělal, kámo, já bych to neukazoval, kdybys to nezmínil. Chudák Acemon. První mapu. A jako zase jako prostě v Primeu, no. A to jsem dělal jako host texta, který byl taky v Primeu. To byl trochu nefér turnaj, chat, tohle ten turnaj. Tohle ten turnaj byl trochu nefér, myslím, že to je on. Tohle ten turnaj byl trochu nefér, jakoby. My jsme ho prostě hráli... Mini, Alexík, já, Dex, Benji, Fishy. Takhle zpětně, v té době chápeš, v té době ještě jako jsme si prostě hráli, ale takhle zpětně, když to vezmeš, ty kokote. To byl crazy turnaj, no, to byl crazy turnaj, kámo. Zase na Open 1.15 jsme se úplně shutdownovali dualisty, kámo. To je jak dávno, 2022. Prosím, 2022. To byl dobrý turnaj, kámo. To bych vrátil, kámo, klidně. Hej, Luky, jolo.
They've got lots to play with though, Mike. They've got a lot here to round out maybe a slightly lacking purchase.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's Zekken.
To byly dobrý časy. A jak teďka neměl to s kým hrát, že to je piči. Kdyby jako přišli zpátky turnaj, tak já to nemám s kým hrát, že chápete, já prostě... Nevím. Jak to říká ten Viktor, kámo... Jak to tam má přesně v tom songu? Jak to chtěl zopakovat s tím, že bych věděl, co už vím teď, kámo. Kdybych to nic neměnil, jenom bych to víc užil, vole. Smutný. Vašek a chat Felas, no musel bych složit tým, který by porazil Easties, chat, chápeš, Enrika a spol. A to se obávám, že bez Miniho a Aleška bychom nesložili. Co mu dal? On si prijemnul slide normálně. V HG mají místo? Co je HG? Teď actually nebudu spoilovat, možná, že už někteří to spoilnuli, ale bude se něco dít. Něco se bude dít.
The timing not looking good. JONQ
I co ZSK, ale...
Oh my god.
Ale... Takový teaser dávám. Ještě je to hodně předčasné. Jako reálně nevím, če do konce roku, jako kdy se zastaví ty věci, co se budou dít. To byl dobrý prým, ale... A byla nějak vysoko ta neonka nebyla nějak to, kroušnutá. Musíš být tajemnej.
Yeah, you can see it again.
I mean in the clutch, goddamn.
Easier to call from the outside, but No man just not considering.
Wallbang, dal něco? Dal hodně wallbangem, dal za 100 wallbangem.
Zekken again taking a boatload of damage just off the spam early. He's just having a rough game, like.
Lidi by mě neměli rádi, kdybych řekl, co přesně se bude kdy dít. Předem takhle. Zase můžete těšit. A oni budou mít potom jakoby, chápeš? Lepší reakci, že aha, to bylo tohle. O čem mluvil Vašek? To je prostě jak Ježíšek. Víš, že bude Ježíšek a nevíš, co dostaneš. Na tom to je. Měl 80 zpátky do hry, kámo, tady se jakoby ukončují Sentinels dost možná. Zpátky Tens do Monterek. Furt nevím, co je to HG, by the way.
Take stock of what's going on elsewhere. Rarga exploring once more.
Even the fact they're willing to go back towards C, are they expecting a rotation or do they just... Now he's feeling good about this. Does he stay committed? I feel like you would, right? Like you've got a couple more seconds. Because that turret's still there. The system had worked.
Jemu dal white swing, jak to netrefí, kámo. Jemu dal prostě full white swing, tak je v piči.
Turret now finally goes in. Rarga has to push forward. It's just picture perfect.
Bohužel. A Noman dal dva jak, by the way. Kámo. Kámo. Not like this.
XLG can't stop winning.
What's the buy?
Ty jsi hledal dárky doma? Ty jsi scammer. Tak to jsem nikdy neudělal. Fuj, kámo, to byly tak random fragy, actually. Opět cítíš na něm ten tlak? Vidíš to, jak střílí? Ten tlak, kámo, actually. Jak už seš tak close, že můžeš ty týpky porazit, když seš underdog, tak na tebe dopadne takovej tlak, že doma je sám nevěříš tomu, co děje. Čím jak budou aimit teďko ty XLG. Čau, jako Marktonos. Vůbec nevím, co to je HG, to je jako český tým nějaký, jo? Nějaká zkratka. Ne, oni mají strašnou smůlu, ale ty Sentinels. Jak dobrý country util, ale mají strašnou smůlu. Co ti jebe, oni mají štěstí. Holy shit. Holy shit. What? Kámo, tak to je cinema jako. Havlásek Gaming. Tebe to jednou si založíme s chlapama orgu. Až budeme fakt starý, tak s miným Zalečkem založíme prostě orgu, chat. A uděláme Project Mbappé, vezmeme lidi z chatu a uděláme z nich prostě mastodonty. A to až po 30. A Kick to zaplatí? Come on! Nah, not like this. To takhle trapně skončí Sentinels v garáži. Kde je tvůj idol? Muffin. A John QT, když klašne 1v4 s vrtákem. Čím jak to jako dopadá, čím jak to dopadá ten tlak na ně. Jak tam sedí ten narate, kámo. Ty kokos. Ty kokos, XLG kokos. Jak se musí úplně těšit, XLG, jak tam jako sedí prostě úplně. Úplně, kámo. On musí utnout CT insta, aby mohl vyhrát. Mám ho tady na sluchátku, by the way. A toto jakoby nemůže píknout skrz, musí vyfulit jednoho na zvuky. No, to je piči. Molík dobrý. Co těba na neonku skape. Na neonku skape. XLG are sending Sentinels home.
What an insane performance!
XLG are sending Sentinels home.
Catching Sen, blindsiding them. A punch to the gut for a North American giant.
One of the juggernauts here. Bowing out very early.
Ascension team, by the way.
In these big games, they do tend to upswing under pressure.
To je crazy work. To je něco šílenýho, kámo. Já jsem viděl chat, proč jakoby ten zápas nedodžnout. To znamená, že neuvidím Tarika? Ne, Tarik bude 100% tam. Jenom nebude fandit Sentinels, no. What the actual fuck? Možná ty by vypadal jak shouty napravo?
It's probably one of the most competitive champions we've seen in a long time. Even the favorites, even the odds, don't tell you the full tale now. SEN now got a long journey back home.
Kde je v Hustle Gangu, chat? Zasvěďte mě do Hustle Gangu.
The potential is there.
Rozhovor mě zajímá, actually. Čemu jaký bobíci porazili Sentinels, čemu to jak, kamo typkovi je tak 15, ne, tomu uprostřed. Ten napravo vedle Rargy, kolik mu je jako. Happy way, vole. Sentinels jsou turbo pejsci, jakoby, na tomhle eventu. A ten Happy Way dával strašně dobrý shoty. Ten Happy Way, kámo, nejlepší, to je MVP série, určitě, kámo. Jako Rarga dával dobrý openy, No Man taky hrál dobře, ale ten Happy Way, kámo, tak clean. Všichni hráli dobře, no. Kámo, čímhle to, jak jsou úplně nadšený ty holky, že je tam podepisuje cedulku, ale... Cinéma, kámo.
Les espoirs de la région China survivent grâce à No Man et à XLG.
No Man rozhovor.
The dreams of playoffs are still alive thanks to you.
Uni, Nixon, Exketik, Phoenix, El Diablo.
Despite losing the first map, you guys never gave up. Where did you get all that resilience from, basically?
Yeah, I think a lot of our team is scared of going back to Ascension. So we made sure to give it 110%. And
110%. Come on!
We definitely saw that. Donc première question, ils ont perdu la première map, ils ont réussi à remonter dans un très long BO. D'où est-ce qu'il tire cette résilience finalement? Et ben, il répond que lui et ses coéquipiers n'ont pas du tout.
Včera jsem zapl IMLab chat po nějaké době a dal jsem na druhý pokus rekord.
Sur le serveur aujourd'hui.
Come on, all time high.
Storyline is insane. Playing Ascension last year, losing but getting fixed.
Actually ten feeling napičuje tím Valorantem, kámo. Ta myška i ta podložka feeluje na piču jenom ve Valorantu. V tom IMLabu, kámo, to bylo full clean, full clean. Ale jak vyplit jako ten Raw Axel, nebo nevím co udělali, nevím co kurva udělali z toho hru, dneska to zapnou, bude to už normální. Včera to feelovalo tak na hovno, kámo. Jsem z toho měl úplně nervy. Zasekaný, kámo, mouse movement jsem měl prostě in-game. Do piči.
Wow, maybe we deserve to be here.
Very nice words for the legacy of Sentinels, indeed. Donc, comment un petit peu est-ce qu'on a réussi à s'en sortir? Parce que son histoire à No Man, c'est qu'il a joué l'ascension l'année dernière. Il a perdu contre XLG, il se fait pique. Et aujourd'hui, il est aux Champions. Donc, de quoi est-ce qu'il est le plus fier? Et ben, battre Sentinels, pour moi, ça veut dire beaucoup. C'est une équipe que j'ai beaucoup admirée, que je pense énormément de joueurs depuis le début du jeu avaient envie de battre. Donc, ça mérite, ça montre.
Získal jsem spray a taky, no. A počkat.
There are no French teams here at Champs Paris, so there are a lot of fans who are looking for a team, you know, to root for. So if you had to give me one good reason to root for XLG, what would it be?
Well, we're supposedly the worst team from the worst region. So if you wanted an underdog story, I think we would definitely be the one.
Yeah, for sure. Du coup, dernière question, il y a pas mal, vu qu'il n'y a pas d'équipe française, il y a pas mal de fans qui se demandent un petit peu qui soutenir. Donne-moi une bonne raison de soutenir XLG pour les fans. Et bah tout simplement, on est censé être la pire équipe de la pire région, en tout cas les 6-4. Donc si vous voulez une histoire d'underdogs, vous pouvez nous suivre. I think those are very wise words for you, No Man. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you guys for having us on stage. That's it for us. Let's toss it to the analyst desk before some more.
Let's toss it to the analyst desk.
What a series that was. I am your hosting, so I'm back here joined by Mimi and Coach Avoy from XLG.
Přesouváme základnu, chat.
Talk me through your emotions, your feelings.
Přesouváme základnu.
How stressful were you throughout that series?
Honestly, I was really stressful. I don't know if they show my camera when I rage, because I know I see it, I don't play, but
S tím týpkem jsem hrál rankedy.
I can see my read.
Xkrát.
I don't know, like.
To je Hvoja, to je Rusák.
But it's okay.
Ten jejich coach do těch Číňanů.
It's our third time we meet them. And I'm happy that
Čím jak dlouho hrál tady v EU, normálně to. Nevím, jestli v turnaji jsem ho potkal, to asi ne. Crowd, kámo, hrál s Derkem, but pretty sure. Čum. Ten týpek hrál s Derkem, vole, tady proti Gambit Primeu. Ten teďko koučuje, vole, Entropik bravo, to je muffin.
Honestly,
jo.
I saw tier 2 Europe team called Bitfix. They were playing this comp. I saw them winning 14 matches straight.
Bitfix?
And I
mentioned.
was thinking, why are they winning? And also, this comp, because it's triple sentinel, it has a better win rate in attack. I was surprised how it works. But then I find out why it's better. Because basically your execute is better. You can cut a lot of gaps with walls and that kind of stuff. Also, your
tak to je crazy, kámo, že hrál tuhle ten komp kvůli naší lize, chat. Kvůli Martuxovi porazili Sentinels. Nah. Je to řekl, kámo, je to vzal podle tohohle kompu, který vyhrál actually fakt, kámo, hodně zápasů. On nekecá, on nekecá. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Aleška normálně tím porazili. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, kámo, dvakrát porazili Aleška. Porazili Easty s tím kompem, od těch typků to ukradl týpek.
I have rookies and that's why our results are not consistent. That's why I know these guys, they can do much better. I know it. And yes, they're feeling much better at home in China. But I hope we can bring this performance to international stage. And I hope this match is like start of being.
A musí kůži, kámo, prostě.
And truly believe we can do it.
Prostě to tak je do píči, prostě to musíš, kámo, žít tím, vole, nasávat, týpek prostě ukradl komp. Z tier 2 do píči, úplný botlaj zoom, ale zrovna, kámo, prostě našli nějakou díru v něčem, vole, porazil tím kurva Sentinels, to je crazy. Já halus moc, no, ti říkáme, to lidi budou zkoušet, sejčka bude v každé hře, jako no, to jsou, no.
I feel there is something wrong with the team. I mean, I have my opinion, but I don't want to share it. And
I don't want to share it.
Players, but I think something happened with the structure. Also, they had a replacement with Gianni. Also, I think Gianni is a perfect player. I think in the future it's going to be one of the star players in China. And of course we feel sorry.
Monster, víš, co je meta příští rok? Harbor, který ho konečně buffnou, jak slibovali. A nebo jsou to skemeři a nebuffnou ho. A na začátku roku říkali, že budou Harbor buffs. A kde jsou? Jsou Champions a kde jsou, kurva? Zabijou Joruho? Ještě bych se nedivil, kdyby ještě nerfli víc Omena, než je nerfnutý, kámo. Nemu dali tu starou sračku jední paranoju, třeba jako uší nebo něco, kámo. Že ten pick rate Omena je fakt crazy, kámo. 82% zápasů všech byl Omen. To jakoby není healthy, podle mě, no, pro tu hru. Taky. A nikdo o tom nemluví, ale plně to není healthy. Tohle, kámo, nebudu komentovat. Nebudu to komentovat, chat. Ať na tu jsou už nehrabou ty kurvy. A naštěstí, kámo, už hrajou fejtku hodně. Ale lepší staty na fejtce, než na sově, chat. Tak nemám, kurva. Winry má lepší na sově. No. Dobrá jetka, ne, chat? Kurva, co je?
And fill our gaps. But overall, I think China is like will have a lot of prodigies soon.
Voya, I'm glad you mentioned that you played because you used to play over here in our region. You know who's you're playing against next? Your next opponent.
Yeah, Giantex.
Yeah, and who's their IGL? Talk me.
That's my teammate in the past.
We got Crowd reunion in 2025.
Crowd, no, tam byl Derkem.
Teammates with Cloud and Durka. Yes. That team had some incredible players. When was the last time you saw Cloud? Because when Gus didn't make the last tournament, he specifically said to me, "Go say hi to Havoya for me, you know, tell him that I."
Kolik je Havojovi vůbec? To bude starší, co? 27, jak šli jak muffin, on je roční jak muffin, kámo. Leží ti říká, že kdyby muffin se na to nevyjebal a všechno, tak tyhle by mohl tady koučovat něco. Byl by dobrý jak svině, kámo.
I think me and Dirk is still in touch, but Cloud, since we meet here, I think we're gonna keep our connection.
Did you ever think he was gonna become an IGL when you were with him back then?
No way.
Yeah,
honestly,
why
no
not?
way.
Why not?
Because that time Cloud was one of the
youngest,
most irresponsible players.
But he's grown a lot since then, you think?
I think yes, because I can clearly even see his face, you know, his emotions. He become more like a man.
Yeah.
More like a man.
Very great as an IGL, because he already brings.
To je rozhovor tohle piči. Dobrý rozhovor.
Be better, better.
Yeah. The other match tomorrow, though, DRG playing against G2. If they lose that game, you lock your slot into VCT CN next year. Are you gonna be watching? What is your thought process looking ahead to that game?
As I said, I wish DRG to win, and if they win, I'm happy. If they lose, I'm happy.
Just a joyous game.
No one was talking about. I don't know if he was joking or not, but he was saying.
Co je hráte v chatu za pičovinky?
Really don't want to play Ascension.
Ale se nechoďte hrát na zeleno. Ukončíme tento rozhovor, byl krásný. Už tady asi nic nedropne nějaký sos. Chat, přesouváme se od Doom Dallas, F-ko pro Sentinels. Je to crazy work. 87% hlasů bylo, že vyhrajou Sentinels BTV. Imagine, kamo, že byste tam dali na to peníze. No nic. Chat, vidíme se na druhé části dnešního streamu, kde si projedeme, dneska mám tak 4 klipy max, kámo. Projedeme si to, budeme hrát Insta a potom ke konci streamu uděláme nový segment, kdy projedeme replaye a budeme krást live rovnou rankedový finty nějakým tier 1 nebo high tier 2 hráčům, který potkáme. Takže tak, chat. Díky za sledování, doufám, že jste užili watch party zítra ve 3, možná ne, kámo. Zítra dočnu první zápas asi. Jakože tenhle zápas dodžujem, no, že to udělám víc práce nějaký jiný a zapnu to na G2 versus Demon 1 Cinemu. Takže tak. A vidíme se na zelené. Díky moc. A do 10 minut jsem live. Chovejte se. Zatím. Peace out. Chovejte se.